I'm Rod Serling. You're listening to the Zero Hour.
Suspense.
I'm the Whistler.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Who is it?
The Fat Man.
Presents The Man Called X.
The Mysterious Traveler. Another journey into the realm of the strange and terrifying. I hope you will enjoy the trip, that it will thrill you a little and chill you a little. So settle back, get a good grip on your nerves. Where are we going? You'll find out when we get there.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Drama and Theater, brought to you by Duane Old Time Radio. Drama and Theater features some of the best programs from the golden age of radio, including Escape, The Fat Man, Suspense, The Whistler, Zero Hour, Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar, and many, many more. Before we start today's drama, if you enjoy what I'm doing, let me ask you to subscribe to my channel. Subscribing is 100% free, and you will receive notifications on new posts. Lastly, if you have a moment, write a short 1 or 2 sentence review or give a rating on your preferred podcast service. A positive review or rating would help me out a lot. And now, on to the drama. And thank you for your support, as always. I love a mystery. Personally, I love pizza and my wife and my family. But I Love a Mystery also is pretty good. This is a 20-part series. We're going to hear the first 10 parts this month and the last 10 parts next month. These are all very short. Each episode is very short, which is why we're airing 10 of them back to back to back. The storyline is titled Temple of Vampires, if I haven't said that already. And these aired from January 2nd to January 13th, 1950.
The Mutual Broadcasting System presents I Love the Mystery. In Morse adventure thriller, Temple of Vampires.
See now, Reggie, how long ago did we leave Matagalpa?
Was that the last big jungle town we passed over?
Yeah, Matagalpa.
55 minutes ago, Jack. Then we should ought to be getting pretty close to Boaco.
Boaco, Doc.
What's this?
Boaco, not Boaco.
You don't say. Well, anyway, ain't we almost there, Jack?
Yes, keep your eyes open, Reg. We ought to be sighting Boaco any moment now.
I know. Nothing on the horizon as yet.
Is that a stopping point?
Yes, I wired ahead from Guatemala City for them to be ready to refuel us.
Well, if I remember my Central America, it ain't going to be much of an airport.
No, they told me in Guatemala City they'd have to refuel by hand. Oh, you want to do any checking on the motors while we're down there, Reggie?
That's just what I had in mind. We're throwing a little oil somewhere.
We are?
Oh, I say nothing serious, but I think I'd better have a look.
Yes, don't take anything for granted. After we leave Boaco, there's nothing between us and 500 miles of jungle but the town of Huigalpa. And there's no airport there.
Wow, jungles. 500 miles of them.
You sound as though you was looking forward to enjoying the prospect, Sonny.
Of course. Anything to make me forget that awful Richard curse and all those murders.
Well, a little jungle goes a long way for my money.
What happens after we leave Boaco, Jack?
Well, we fly between the Huapi Mountains and Lake Nicaragua.
Lake Nicaragua? Is it much of a lake?
Only 50 miles long.
50 miles? Well, that's an infant ocean.
A lot of Indians all along the lake, I understand. From the lower end of the lake to San Jose, Costa Rica is another 150 miles.
And that's our destination for tonight? San Jose, Costa Rica?
That's right, Sugar, and we'll be getting in there around 8 or 9 o'clock.
Yeah, if we're lucky. Should be still light enough to land without flares.
Gee, San Jose, Costa Rica. Doesn't that sound like fun? And then what do we do?
Well, Sonny, then's about the time and place that I start looking for trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I know what kind I'm looking for.
Yes. You'll no doubt find it, too.
Doc, you don't mean something tall, dark, and lovely.
Honey, the girls down in this part of the world have the biggest black eyes and the longest eyelashes of any girls in the whole wide world.
Oh, my. How can you bear to wait?
I can't, hardly.
And you, Jack, what sort of trouble are you going to look for?
I am reserving the right to pick and choose my brand of trouble when we get there.
And man, oh man, is there plenty to pick and choose from. Anything you want, from an ordinary gambling house brawl with cutting knives to black magic and native voodoo rites.
Really?
Well, you never saw the like of it. Well, Sonny, the last time we was down this way, Reggie almost got himself skinned alive trying to save a half-breed girl from an Indian sacrifice.
Did you save her, Reggie?
No. But, Doc, that wasn't near San Jose. That was in the back country further east.
Oh, sure, of course it was. But it's all the same in this part of the world. Stuff not only happens, it comes right up and smacks you in the face.
You boys must know a side of Central and South America I never knew.
You've been here before?
Yes. Of course, I always stuck pretty close to the civilized areas.
Well, Doc's laying it on pretty thick. The average traveler's as safe in Central America as he is in his own doorstep. You gotta go looking for trouble here, the same as in any other part of the world.
Uh-huh. What about you, Reggie?
Me?
Yeah. What sort of trouble are you going to look for tonight?
Oh, look here, I think I'll take it as it comes. I think I'm going to feel cheated, however, if I don't find somebody who wants to do a bit of brawling, sailor fashion.
A brawl? Why, Reggie, and you look so gentlemanly. What would make you want to fight?
Money, politics, women. Oh, look here, does one need a reason?
Oh, my goodness. What sort of men have I got mixed up with?
Didn't you ever daydream, Sonny?
Oh, so this is daydreaming.
What kind of trouble will you be wanting?
Oh, I hadn't thought. Let's see. Are the men as handsome as the girls are beautiful?
And you'd better forget that.
Why, Jack, why?
Well, we're going to have other things to do besides look after you.
Yeah, honey, we're only going to have one night in Costa Rica. We don't want to spend all our time down here saving you from a fate worse than death.
Oh.
Well, you heard me.
Now, you boys look here. You pay attention to your own brand of trouble. Let me take care of mine.
Quite, I'll buy that.
And see that you remember it.
All right. Jack, Boaco coming up.
Good. Can you spot the airport?
Not yet. Do you mind taking a squint through the glasses?
Oh, here they are.
Oh, thanks.
Looks like quite a place.
Yeah. How queer the way it seems to be laid right down in the middle of the wilderness.
I got it, Reggie. Field's right straight ahead.
On this side of the town?
Yes, better start dropping down.
Down we go. Watch it, Sonny.
Uh-huh. How long will we be here?
Not more than 20 minutes, I hope.
Swell. Just long enough to stretch my legs.
And my stomach's telling me it's time to eat.
Me, too. I hope they have better coffee than we got in Guatemala City.
I'd better circle the strip to get the feel of the port. Seems to be a bit small for a ship this size.
Good idea. I see they're expecting us. They've got a stack of 5-gallon cans of gasoline out on the field.
You mean they pour the gasoline in 5 gallons at a time?
That's how they do it down here.
All right, hang on. Here we go down. Hold everything.
Nice going, Reggie. How does she handle?
Beautiful.
Take her right up alongside the cans of gas.
Right-o.
So far, so good.
Yep. Open her up, Doc. Everybody out.
And a pleasure it is.
You folks go ahead. I'll supervise the refueling.
Hey, that's no fun.
Go ahead, Doc. You and Sonny hunt up something to eat. I'll help Reggie check the oil pumps.
Okay. Come on down, Sonny.
Ooh. Oh, I'm stiffer than I thought I was.
Jump. I'll catch you.
All right. Here I come.
Got you. And I never held a prettier armful of fluff and feathers.
Oh, put me down, you egg.
Now, why'd you have to say that?
Doc, you're shocking the natives.
What, do 'em good, if you ask me.
Oh, Doc, you fool.
Well, if you insist. There you are, on your feet. And not a bad armful of girl, if anyone should ask.
Did you just notice?
Yes, sir. I'm beginning to wonder where you've been all my life.
Don't tell me I roused the sentimental Texas boy in you.
Well, something went and made my heart go flip-flap.
Flip-flop, Doc, not flip-flap.
Jack, you wasn't supposed to be listening.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Never mind. It wasn't important.
What you mean it wasn't important? Of course it was important.
And I thought you two were looking for a place to get some food.
Where are you going, fella?
Well, I got to take care of the clearance papers and pay for this gasoline. I'll join you later.
Well, how about it, Sonny?
Oh, yeah. I'm crazy to look around.
Okay, come on.
We won't see any of the town, I guess.
No, it's over that way. Look yonder at the Indians in blankets are squatting on the edge of the field.
They act as though they didn't believe their eyes.
I don't reckon airplanes are one of the things they see the most down here.
Goodness. Positively hot.
Lady, you're in the tropics now.
I know. It's like a new world. Down here on the ground, Boaco looks more than ever like it was carved out of the wilderness. And what a wilderness. Look at the jungle all about us.
Yeah, stuff sure grows down here.
It looks so rank and deadly. Every plant trying to strangle the life out of every other plant.
Murder in plant life, huh?
Yeah, that's just what it looks like. Vicious, unwholesome murder.
Hey, here. This looks like it'd be an eating joint. Shall we try it?
Oh, Doc. It's dirty.
Of course it's dirty. We don't have to eat the dirt, do we?
Well, we don't get something besides food in here, I'll be surprised.
Well, let's have a look anyway.
Door open, no screens, flies everywhere.
Hi, friend. Would you maybe have some coffee?
Yeah, sure. I got coffee.
Then we'll have 2 coffees. What else you have on the menu?
Beans.
Want any beans, son?
No, for heaven's sake, no. This kind of weather?
But what else you have besides beans?
You don't like beans?
No, neighbor, we don't like beans. What else you got?
Maybe you like some frijoles?
Frijoles? What you mean, frijoles? That's just south of the border for beans.
Sure it is.
Is that all you got in this fly trap?
Frijoles, beans, what more is there?
I guess we're going to take beans and like it.
Hey, you got any bread?
Tortillas.
Yeah? Well, looky, is this the only eating place around here?
What's the matter you say that? What's the matter with this place?
Well, fella, it is kind of dirty now, ain't it? You got to admit that.
You say this place is dirty?
That's right. I say this place is dirty.
Sure it's dirty. Who cares?
You win, mister. Give us tortillas, frijoles, and coffee.
Now you talk sense. You gringos make me sick to my stomach. All gringos make me sick to my stomach.
Well, I guess we're all ready to take off now, Jack.
All right, pile in. Doc,
Now, close her up. Let's get going. Hey, Sonny, what did them beans do to you? They give me indigestion, plus heartburn, plus the hiccups, plus 1.
Well, I hardly touched them. But it was good coffee.
all set, Doc. Let her go.
Okay, watch it. Hold your hat, kid. Here we go.
West to south, Doc.
West to south she is.
Should hit Lake Nicaraguan in about half an hour. Then follow along the shoreline.
Good. You folks can relax and sleep off your beans.
You know, I like that stop best of all. I really got the feel of the jungle tropics. Lazy and dreamy, just a little bit rotten and dangerous.
Yeah, that's life in the tropics as she has lived. Our first real
Hello,
taste.
everybody.
What's that?
I just said hello.
Jack. I say, a bally infant.
Why, Jack, it's a little boy.
Oh, where did you come from?
Back in there.
Back in the luggage compartment? Oh, look here. We've got a blooming stowaway.
Where did you get on this plane?
Back in San Diego.
You've been on this plane since we left San Diego?
Sure.
But, little boy, where are your mother and father?
I haven't got any mother. My father's back in San Diego.
This is great.
But don't you know you shouldn't have done this? Your father must be terribly worried.
Oh, no, he isn't. He put me in here.
Your father put you in this plane?
Uh-huh. He gave me a package of sandwiches and told me to stay here until I got hungry.
You mean your father abandoned you?
I don't know. He just said to stay in there till I got hungry.
Well, what are you going to do now?
Oh, what is there to do? And if we land in San Jose, we'll take him to the American consul.
Will he see that he gets back to the United States?
Well, he'll have to. Hey, what's your name?
Hermie.
Hermie what?
That's all, just Hermie.
But, Hermie, What's your father's name?
His name's Hermie, too, and I'm hungry and thirsty.
Oh, of course you are, darling.
All right, Reggie, break out some cheese and crackers.
And some of that chocolate.
Oh, Jove, wet nurse to an unwashed juvenile.
Oh, shame on you, Reggie. How old are you, darling?
I'm 7. Please don't call me darling.
Well, of course I won't.
I'm a man, and women are no good.
Oh?
And put that in your pipe and smoke it, Sonny Richards.
Yeah, that puts me in my place, all right.
Boy, I sure do like aeroplanes.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. When Pop said I was going for an aeroplane ride, I just about busted my britches.
Well, here you are, Hermie. Sink your teeth into this.
Thanks. I guess you fellas are a bunch of right guys.
Some adventure, huh, Jack?
Yeah, great.
Yes, sir. Now, if we only had a big box of sand, we could start a kindergarten.
Further adventures of Jack, Doc, and Reggie will come to you at this same hour. I Love a Mystery, written and directed by Carlton E. Morse, comes to you Monday through Friday, featuring Russell Thorson as Jack, Jim Boles as Doc Long, and Tony Randall as Reggie Yorke, with Mercedes McCambridge as Sonny, Louis Van Ruten as Manuel, and Sarah Fussell as Hermie. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System. The Mutual Broadcasting System presents I Love a Mystery. Carlton Morse adventure thriller, Temple of Vampires.
Folks, my only comment is this Lake Nicaragua is nothing to sneeze
It's
at.
quite a body of water, all right.
Where are we now?
Well, Hermie, over on our right is Lake Nicaragua.
Uh-huh.
And those snow-capped mountains on our left are the Whoppies.
And what's down below us?
Jungles, my fine young stowaway.
Are tigers and bears in them?
Well, I don't know about tigers and bears, but there's plenty of spotted panthers and snakes.
Not to mention a few alligators and wild Indians.
Indians? Is there Indians?
And how? With paint on their faces and bows and arrows up both sleeves.
What sleeves?
Could we go down there?
Hey, I hope not.
Oh, couldn't we, fella?
No, I'm afraid not. And looky, how about you calling me Doc, which is my name?
All right, Doc. Why can't we go down, Doc?
Well, didn't you just hear Sonny say she didn't want to?
Oh, Sonny's a girl.
Hey, listen, Hermie. Do you have to keep throwing that up to me?
Well, you are a girl, ain't you?
Well, can I help it?
Girls ain't good for very much, not like men.
I say the lad has a philosophy about women, apparently.
And I suppose you agree with it.
Well, no. Did I say so?
I don't like that dirty laugh.
Well, what's your name, fella?
I'm Reggie Yorke.
Huh. I don't like that name very well.
Don't you now?
Yeah. What's yours?
Mine? You can call me Sonny.
Okay. What's his, that fella over there?
That's Jack.
He don't like me, does he?
You don't think so?
Jack? Why, of course he does.
No, he don't. He don't talk to me.
Now, you hear that, Jack?
Hmm?
You asleep?
No.
Hermie here says you won't talk to him.
Did he?
Oh, Jack, Hermie's a good little guy.
I don't doubt it.
Well, look at what's come over Jack. Looks like he's got a fit of molly grubbles. And all on account of Hermie.
Are you piloting this ship?
That's right, I am that.
How about keeping your mind on the controls?
Hey, you have got it bad, haven't you?
Say, what does a fella do when he wants to rest in an airplane?
Getting tired?
Huh? Who said anything about getting tired? Men don't get tired.
That's right, Hermie, but men do have to rest sometimes.
Sure. That's what I mean.
Well, you see that blanket on the floor back there?
Yeah.
Well, when I need a rest, I go back and lie down on that.
Is it okay for me?
It most certainly is, any time you feel like it.
Thanks. I guess I will.
Jack,
Yes?
you don't like kids?
Sure.
Then what's the matter?
Did anyone say there was something the matter?
Oh, but Jack, it's just as you said. The minute we reach San Jose, we can turn him over to the American consul.
That's right.
Then why cut him dead for the 3 or 4 hours he's with us?
Maybe it's the kid and maybe it isn't. All I know is that something's wrong.
Wrong? Just what are you driving at, Jack?
I don't know. Just a feeling.
You mean you smell trouble, fella?
Yeah.
You hear that, Reg?
Quite, and I don't like it a little bit.
What's the matter with you folks?
Well, it ain't nothing to be laughed at. When Jack smells trouble, it means something.
Oh, what are you talking about? You mean you boys are superstitious?
Premonitions. Men who live by their wits stay alive by paying attention to their hunches.
Oh, for Pete's sake. We find a 7-year-old boy stowed away on the plane, and immediately everybody acts like the end of the world has come.
How does the instrument board look, Doc?
Nothing out of kilter here.
How far would you judge we are from the lake?
25 miles, I guess, offhand. I've been keeping a middle course about halfway between the mountains and the lake.
Uh-huh. How about getting over near the lake?
If you say so.
But, Jack, what's that for? It takes us off our course.
Well, if we had to make a sudden landing, we'd have a better chance along the shore.
Jack, are you being serious?
I don't know any more than you do.
Oh, I think this is a lot of nonsense.
How much altitude, Doc?
Upwards to 3,000.
Well, that's plenty. Mind if I take the controls?
They're yours, son. You're welcome to them. Come on, slide in.
Thanks.
Oh, I wish I knew what this was all about.
Look, Sonny, a good nose for trouble has saved our skins more times than I can count on my 10 fingers.
That's quiet. When Jack says there's something in the wind, keep your peepers open.
Oh, Reggie?
Yes, Jack?
Get out the maps and look over the towns in this area.
Before you can say Jack Robinson.
Oh, and Reggie?
Yes?
When you finish with them, put them back in your pocket where they're safe.
It's as good as done.
You know, I ain't seen Jack worried like this, and I don't know when.
Why does he want Reggie to put the maps in his pocket?
Well, just for instance, supposing we was to crack up and the plane was to burn.
Doc, what do you mean?
Well, nothing. Only if we were to be left on foot, these maps would be mighty handy to have to know which way to head to.
But you mean we're in danger of cracking up?
Sugar, if we knew what was the matter, we wouldn't, well, we'd be doing something about it, not sitting here talking.
And it's all based on... just on Jack's feelings?
Every smidgen of it.
Nearest I can make out, the closest town is about 50 miles on the other side of the lake.
Well, that don't do us a precious lot of good on this side.
Yes, I know it.
Nothing on this side at all?
Nothing on the map. I suppose there must be villages, but not important enough to show here.
And supposing there are, what good's a village?
Well, any port in a storm is a good motto. I'll go up and tell Jack what I've found.
Well, isn't this pleasant?
All part of the game, Sonny. You asked for it.
Yeah. You want to make a bet?
Well, I admit I do like my gambling.
I'll bet you $5 we land in San Jose on schedule and no trouble.
Hey, Sugar, don't say that.
Oh, why not?
Well, haven't we got enough trouble without you throwing up a challenge like that?
Honest to goodness, Doc. You and your Texas superstition.
You don't get it, Sonny. It isn't superstition. That's how a soldier of fortune stays alive, being one jump ahead. It's part of our job to see what's coming. Now, we've all been doing it so long, it's about like, a sixth sense or second nature to us.
You don't mind if I think you're a little bit nuts?
No, you go right ahead.
Oh, you give me the willies. It's all so silly.
Well, maybe it is that. Oh, what'd Jack have to say, Reggie?
Just shrugged and said we were out of luck if anything went wrong now.
No towns or nothing, huh?
No.
Reggie, are you as obsessed with this evil eye rubbish as Doc is?
Evil eye?
Well, whatever we want to call it.
But what's so unnatural or out of this world about a premonition?
You don't think there's anything wrong with it?
Not at all. Something in Jack is simply tuned a bit finer than in the rest of us. Or put it this way, his unconscious has picked up something that isn't apparent to the rest of us.
What do you mean, picked up something?
Well, if Jack doesn't know, how would I?
But you must have something in mind. What could his unconscious pick up that the rest of us don't get?
Well, just for instance, the rhythm of the engines, the vibration of the propellers, or of the wings. Something so slightly off normal that even his conscious mind doesn't get it. And yet it's registered in that subconscious instinct that warns of impending danger.
Or again, it might be the weather. Maybe he got a whiff of a storm.
And his instinct for approaching danger has been so much more highly developed than ours that he'd get it before we did.
That's it.
Well, at least that makes some sense.
Where do you think you'd be going?
Back to see how Hermie the hitchhiker's doing.
Well, most likely he'll be asleep.
If he is, he should have something over him.
Well, anyway, we're doing all right so far.
How you mean?
Jack's maneuvered us right along the lake shore. Looks to be places to land in an emergency.
Looks it from up here. But what'll it be like when we get down there?
You think maybe those clear places might be swamps?
That or quicksand, if not worse.
Just the same, it would beat landing in the top of a tree.
Not if the swamps were wriggling with alligators, which sometimes they are.
That's a jolly thought.
And that's one thing that Doc Long's mother never intended, for him to end up in the stomach of no alligator. Oh, Sonny, he asleep?
Poor little tyke. All tuckered out.
Can you imagine a little kid like that taking what comes without a whimper?
A soldier of fortune in the making, I say. The heart of a freebooter.
He looks like he had plenty of pushing around in his 7 years at that.
Yeah, I was noticing. He could do with some feeding up.
It took plenty of intestinal fortitude to stay hidden back in that luggage compartment for 10 hours.
No kidding. A boy who can feel like that. There it comes.
Reggie, you mean?
Fasten yourselves to your seats. But she's caught on all right again, Jack. I don't know what she's going to do. Fasten your seatbelt. Hold the kid in your lap, Jack. Just a minute. I'll get him.
Here, Sonny. I'll show you how to fasten yourself in.
It's going to be bad.
I don't know. There. That'll keep you from getting tossed around.
Sorry to be busting up your nap, Hermie.
Where are we now?
The jungle's still down below us.
And Indians?
Yeah, I'll bet there are. Here, I'll buckle me in and then hold you on my lap.
I'm too old to be held on people's laps.
This is just to keep you from getting bounced on your ear.
We're losing altitude fast.
Well, the closer we get to the ground with the help of the engines, the less we'll bounce. You glad you came, Sonny?
Yeah, doggone it. No matter what happens, I'm glad I came.
That's the old fight talk.
That's all I can do. You're fastened in?
Let her rip, Jack. We're ready for anything you've got for us.
Are we going down?
That's right, Hermie.
How will we see Indians?
If that's all you see, fella, you're going to be the luckiest little boy in the world.
He's got a landing place picked out. Looks pretty good, too.
Tell him not to hit any alligators.
We're going down awful fast, ain't we?
That's right, Hermie. And it's not going to be long now. Hang on to me like everything, Hermie. Be hurt. That's about the purtiest piece of landing an airship as anybody's ever going to see. Anybody got any idea where we are?
I say, take a look out the window.
Holy jumping catfish.
What is it, Doc?
A doggone cathedral.
Cathedral?
Good Lord, a New York skyscraper rising right up out of the jungle.
further adventures of Jack, Doc, and Reggie will come to you at this same hour. I Love a Mystery, written and directed by Carlton E. Morse, comes to you Monday through Friday, featuring Russell Thorson as Jack, Jim Boles as Doc Long, and Tony Randall as Reggie Yorke, with Mercedes McCambridge as Sonny, Louis Van Rooten as Manuel, and Sarah Fussell as Hermie. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
The Mutual Broadcasting System presents I Love a Mystery. Carlton Morse adventure thriller, Temple of Vampires.
Would you believe in miracles?
Did you say miracles, Reggie?
I said miracles. There isn't enough damage done to this plane to put in your eye.
We'll want to make sure about that.
I am sure. There's nothing a department store janitor couldn't fix up with baling wire.
The undercarriage seems to be the only thing damaged at all.
That's all. And I'm just the man who conducted that up for an emergency takeoff. But what I don't understand is why the motors conked out on us in the first place.
I think I have the answer to that.
Well, then let's have it.
Well, they were in perfect working order when we made the last stop at Boac.
No, I made sure of that, as you very well know.
All right, then there's only one thing it could be. The gasoline.
Jove, so that's it.
Yeah, I think that gasoline was watered.
I say, you think the officials deliberately...
Well, maybe the officials at the airport didn't know it was watered, and maybe they did. That doesn't enter into it. But I'll give odds that's our trouble.
I say, what a rotten trick. But look here, Jack, if we're stuck out here in this jungle with watered gasoline...
Well, we got plenty of chamois. If that's the trouble, we'll have to find some way of straining it.
Straining 200 gallons of gasoline through a chamois?
It can be done.
Oh, what a man has to do, he does, but what a job. Besides, strain it into what?
Haven't got enough trouble without you thinking up more? Hey, I told Doc and Sonny not to get out of sight. Where are they?
Behind you, down there at the edge of the lake.
Oh. Have they got the boy with them?
No. Hermie's hoping to see an Indian.
He's liable to get his wish. This looks like pretty unhealthy country. I sent Doc to look along the shore for signs of inhabitants, but that was just hoping against hope.
That's right. No such thing as good natives in this part of the world. How far into the jungle would you say that old temple is?
A quarter of a mile, I suppose.
How would you guess it is, anyway?
Maybe some old Aztec ruins?
Oh, look here, aren't you a little bit mixed up, Jack? The Aztecs were up in Mexico.
Well, all I know is it's not inhabited. You can tell that much from this distance.
Oh, see, I've just had a thought. Maybe we're the first white men ever to set eyes on it.
Climb up in the cabin and bring out 3 revolvers and some ammunition.
Good idea. We won't try to work on the plane tonight, I don't imagine.
No, we got to find out what we're up against first.
What about a little food?
A couple cans of tomatoes, cheese, and crackers, and a bar of chocolate apiece tonight.
I'll break them out while I'm inside.
How's it coming, Jack?
Oh, Doc. Well, where's Sonny and the boy?
Well, they're coming along. Anything desperate to matter the plane?
Nothing smashed we can't fix.
Hell, now, ain't that a relief?
What about you? Find anything?
Not one doggone thing. Not anywhere. On both sides of this clearing, the growth comes right up to the edge of the lake. And I swear to my grandma, you never saw such a growth.
All along the lake, huh?
A human being couldn't possibly get through that jungle of vines and trees, Jack. And even if we could, the place is running over with snakes and bugs and I don't know what kind of vermin.
Did you warn Sonny and Hermie about drinking any of this water?
I did that.
All right, Doc. Heads up.
Oh, there you are, Reggie.
Put up your dukes and catch these.
Now you're talking, Reggie. Shooting pistols and ammunition.
Here's yours, Jack. I loaded them all around.
Thanks. Put some extra shells in your pocket.
I already have. And here's tonight's dinner.
Oh, tie the cans up in a piece of canvas, Reggie, and then come on down.
We're not eating now?
No, we're going to do a little exploring. We'll take the food along.
You think there'd be some way of getting through to that temple thing over there?
I doubt it.
Well, of course there is. There's bound to be somebody living over there.
Reggie and I just decided there wasn't.
Huh? What you talking about? You mean that you think that that's nothing more than a deserted building standing out there?
Well, look at it. All of one corner's crumbled in.
Huh?
Well, look at it yourself.
Yeah, now you call attention to it. Does look like it's seen better days. But just the same, well, I'd mighty well like to see what's over there.
So would I.
There you are. You want to take it, Jack?
Hand it down. Before you come, shut the door of the plane and lock it.
Right, we'll do.
Hey, what's that for?
If there's any prowling natives around, we don't want them going through our stuff.
Well, if there's a native in these parts, he's sure enough keeping out of sight. I'll say that for him.
There she is.
Jack!
Oh, that's Sonny.
I hear her, but I don't see her.
Hey, Sonny, where are you? You ain't supposed to get out of sight.
Come here, all of you. We found the path.
Found the path?
Sonny, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Stay right where you are. We're coming. Come on. Let's have a look.
This way. Can you see me?
No, but we're coming.
Jack, a path would indicate human beings.
Not necessarily.
You think not?
It could be a path used by wild animals coming down to the lake for water.
Here we are. Over here. There we are, over here.
Hermie's turned into a doggone explorer. Got an idea he's on a picnic.
Hey, Hermie and I saw those orchids hanging from the tree there, and we came over to look at them, and there was the path.
I helped to find the path, didn't I, Sonny?
That's right, Hermie.
I'm good at finding paths.
Ground's too hard to show any footprints.
And doggone it. Well, it ain't headed in the direction of that old temple.
Starts off that way.
So, well, what'd be the objection to following it?
Doc, you now go ahead. Sonny, you stay in the middle with Hermie. Reggie, you bring up the rear.
Fine, but step lively or I'll be on your heels.
Well, what's that for?
Well, what do you suppose it's for?
Oh, I don't know.
Where do you think you are, on Main Street? Come on, Doc.
Golly Moses, you don't need to snap my head off.
Take Hermie's hand and keep him on the path.
Here, Hermie, give me your hand.
No, I want to poke around with my stick.
Take Sonny's hand and do as you're told.
You don't like me, do you?
Look, on both sides of this path is dense undergrowth full of poisonous insects and snakes. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right.
Give me your hand, Hermie.
I don't see any snakes.
Hush, Hermie. Come on.
I've been kind of keeping my eyes open for prints of one kind or another, but there just plain ain't any. Hey, Jack, fella, you know something?
Well?
I wonder if you should ought to talk to Hermie like you did.
Is that so?
Of course, it ain't exactly money out of my pocket, but just the same, I don't think you ought to. For Hermie's a nice little fella, and he can't help it being here.
So what?
Oh, I don't know. Only don't you see that hurt and scared look that comes on his face every time you lay into
All
him?
right, Doc, all right.
Sorry. It's what I get for putting my nose in another man's business. Funny thing, though, you don't look like a man that I'd expect to find picking on kids.
Notice how the branches of the trees are coming together over the path?
Uh-huh. And all of them climbing vines and stuff, shutting out the sun.
Yeah, getting worse ahead.
Hey, Jack, looky, will you? Just the same as going through a tunnel up ahead. You know, fella, if we're going to get much of that, we should ought to have a flashlight.
I brought one.
Doggone. Son of a gun horse, the way stuff grows down.
Keep close together. Don't get so far behind.
We're doing all right.
Can I talk now, Sonny?
Of course you can talk, Hermie.
It's getting dark in here, ain't it?
Uh-huh. It's the vines overhead shutting out the light. See?
I'm not afraid of the dark.
That's fine.
Are you afraid of the dark, Reggie?
Well, now, I'll tell you, Hermie, it's all according to the time and place.
Well, I'm not. Only I wouldn't like to meet any old Indians in here.
Well, I don't think we need to worry about that.
I say up front there, Jack.
What's the matter?
You sure we're not getting in a little bit over our heads? I mean, if it gets much darker in a jungle like this.
It's all right. We're coming to the end of it right ahead.
Sunlight again?
Yeah, that's right.
We're coming out of the tunnel?
So it says.
Oh, that suits me right down to the ground. Every time one of those hanging vines brushes against my face, I wonder if it's a snake.
I killed a snake once.
Well, don't you go bothering any snakes down here.
I'll kill them.
Hermie, you hear me? You leave them strictly alone.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they're liable to be poisonous. Understand?
Okay.
Yeah, there's the sunlight ahead.
It's a lot cooler in here.
Well, I'll take the heat myself. Come on, let's catch up.
Is Jack married to you?
Oh, goodness, no. Whatever gave you that idea?
Is anybody married to you?
Nobody.
Then how about you waiting for me?
Ha-ha, that's a deal. Now, here we are. Out in the light again.
Just a minute. Doc and Jack are down on their knees up ahead.
Yeah, they act like they found something. What are they looking at?
Hey, Sonny.
Yeah?
Jack wants you and Hermie to stay where you are for a minute.
What is it? What's the matter?
Never mind. You stay there. Reggie, come on up here.
Hey, but you gotta tell me. You can't just leave Hermie and me like this.
All right, if you gotta know. It's a dead man.
Funny thing about him, too. There's not a wound on him any place. Yet there's not a drop of blood in his body.
Hey, Jack. How can you tell that?
Say, there's a corpse. Hello. What's this?
Just what it looks like. A dead Indian. Wearing not a stitch except a loincloth.
Yeah. Been dead since sometime last night.
Indian for certain. No doubt about that.
And not a very civilized Indian either. Look at those tribal marks on his forehead and chest.
But, Jack, this business about him not having any blood, how you know that?
Color of his skin, eyeballs, fingernails. He's all bleached out.
Well, maybe the Indians down here are kind of on the anemic side.
Huh. Take some of that brush and throw it over the body so Sonny and the boy can pass by without seeing it.
Yeah. Good idea.
So Hermie wanted to see a real Indian, huh?
Well, he's not going to see this.
No sign of what killed him, huh?
No.
There. That covers him all up.
There. All right, Sonny, come on.
Well, there's one thing. We know now that human beings live hereabouts, even if they're wild ones.
We also know they die around here.
A lot of comfort that is. Come on, Sonny. We got him covered up. Just pass right on by.
All right. But what killed him?
Keep walking. We don't know.
Jack, look ahead. We're at the temple.
Sure. Just stepped right out of the jungle into the courtyard.
Yeah. So busy not looking where we were going, we doggone near run into it.
Hey, that's a big house, ain't it?
Well, the courtyard, all right. We're walking on paving stones covered with heavy moss.
But trees and shrubs are growing right up through the stones.
And I was the one who thought maybe folks lived here.
Now, there is a pile of stone that is a pile of stone.
Well, there's only one entrance. Shall we have a look inside?
Well, of course we'll have a look. We've come too far to stop now. Doggone. Stone steps as grand as you please.
And what stone steps? 15 or 20 steps up to the door? And they reach all across the front of the building.
Somebody put a lot of backbreaking work into this centuries ago.
Let's go up, huh?
All right, Hermie. But you stay close to us.
Sure.
You ever see anything like it? The way shrubs and small trees have grown right up between the stones.
Suppose this jungle palace has anything to do with that dead Indian, Jack?
I wouldn't know.
Here. It's a little bit frightening, isn't it?
Oh, who's afraid? I'm the first one up.
We going in?
That's what we came up here for. Come on.
Big arched doorways, but not a door in the place.
The doors must have rotted away centuries ago.
Hey, golly.
Listen.
If I didn't hear a church bell, you can call me a loony.
Yeah, I heard it.
Come on. Let's go inside.
Well, will you look what we've found.
What a tremendous place.
Nicaraguan government could hide its whole army in here.
Jack.
Yep.
Jack, did you see what I just saw?
What the?
Something just flew from one side of the temple to the other, way up yonder.
Probably an owl.
Owl, my grandma. It was as big as a man, and it didn't have no wings. What's more, it was wearing a human skin, and that's all.
further adventures of Jack, Doc, and Reggie will come to you at this same hour. I Love a Mystery, written and directed by Carlton E. Morse, comes to you Monday through Friday, featuring Russell Thorson as Jack, Jim Boles as Doc Long, and Tony Randall as Reggie Yorke, with Mercedes McCambridge as Sonny, Louis Van Ruten as Manuel, and Sarah Fussell as Hermie. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
The Mutual Broadcasting System presents I Love a Mystery. Carlton Morse adventure thriller, Temple of Vampires.
Talking about, Doc? Swear to it. I saw it, Jack. Up there 40, 50 feet in the air. It started from that wall over there on the left and floated as easy as you please across to this here wall.
It must have been a bird.
A bird with human skin?
Oh, look here.
I saw it, doggone it. Only, and the thing didn't have no wings either.
And it was big as a man?
That's why I said big as a man.
Now, look, Doc, you can see how silly that is on the face of it. Why, it's a good 150 to 200 feet from one wall to the other.
I know that. And I still say I saw it.
But nothing could pass through the air that distance without wings.
Well, if there'd been wings, I'd have seen them, wouldn't I?
And a bird as large as a man would have tremendous wing spread.
Yes, and the flapping of such wings would make a tremendous noise in a place like this.
And more than that, there aren't any birds as large as men.
All right, you smart fellas, have it your way. So I didn't see anything as big as a man throw through the air up there in the half dark.
Well, it was almost certainly the deception of light and shadow in the gloom, Doc. You may have thought you did.
Skeptics, that's what you are. You're just a bunch of dim-wit skeptics. Anyway, what do we do now?
And is Hermie all right?
Uh-huh. He's sitting out on the steps with a hamper of food, eating a piece of chocolate.
Well, there's no use looking for inhabitants in this place.
But Jack, this is a genuine ancient temple out of some lost civilization. Let's not pass it by so casually.
Well, help yourself. What do you want, the 40-cent tour?
Nevertheless, it won't hurt to nose around a little.
Gee, it makes you dizzy just looking up to the ceiling. Imagine a civilization centuries ago intelligent enough to construct a temple this size.
Bit of a feat, all right. Must be a clear 100 feet from those highest rafters under the roof to the floor where we stand.
And don't our voices sound funny? Listen. Hello! Hello! Ha! Oh.
Listen.
Gee, that's the second time we heard that bell.
And dad blame it, Jack. I still say if a bell rings, somebody must ring it.
Yeah, I suppose you think it was your wingless, man-sized bird who's doing it.
Okay. All I'm saying is, why don't you come up with a better explanation?
Naturally, in a temple of this size, there must be bell towers. Bells probably exposed to the weather. When the wind blows, the bell rings.
Oh, so now the wind's blowing, is it? It wasn't when we come in.
Might easily be 100 feet in the air.
Oh, look here. Standing and talking isn't getting us anything. Well, let's move about, huh?
All right. Fortunate some of the roof has fallen in. Gives us sunlight.
Ain't it the truth? Still reminds me of the inside of an old used coffin.
Hey, come here. Come here, look what I found.
Sonny, you mustn't get away from the party like this.
Okay, but come and see what I found.
Well, hold your horses. We're coming.
stairway going up along the wall.
Uh-huh. Almost missed them in the shadows.
Say, will you look at this? Narrow stone steps climbing up the side of the wall, going right up toward the ceiling, and no outside railing to hang on to.
Must lead to some rooms or something up there. Can't just be steps to the roof.
Well, I know one way of finding Aunt's crying. Shall we go up?
We'll do nothing of the kind.
Huh? What's eating you, Sugar?
No. I vote against it.
Well, what about it, Jack? What hurt's it going to do to have a look?
Well, some of us could go. Those steps are too dangerous for Sonny. Besides, we've got to keep an eye on Hermie.
Well, he's still out on the steps. I've been keeping an eye on him.
Well, I'm not climbing those stairs. High places make me deathly ill.
Well, then, how about a couple of us going up and the other one stay below here at sun?
Well, do you think that's a good idea? I mean, is there any good reason for going?
How about it, Jack?
Well, I would like to investigate those stairs, but I agree with Sonny. I don't like splitting up the party.
Huh? Well, why not?
You've forgotten the body of that Indian out on the path?
But you said yourself that didn't have anything to do with the temple.
I said I didn't know.
Yeah, just the same, Jack. We should know all we can about this place, and we will always be within calling distance.
Yes, we may be here some time. We should investigate.
Well, there you are. Here's 3 matches, Sonny. Make them different lengths. We'll draw straws. The short straw stays with Sonny and keeps an eye on her.
All right. Well, Doc, you're first. Draw one.
You bet you. There.
Reggie?
With pleasure.
And this one is yours, Jack.
Well, I got a whole match, so I'm one of those to go.
Okay, Reggie. Let's be seeing your match.
Right.
Ha-ha-ha! Mine's the longest. You stay behind with Sonny, Doc, my lad. Wouldn't you know it? Just again.
Well, I like that.
Huh? You like what?
Crying because you have the opportunity of my company.
Yes, Doc. Where's your Texas chivalry? Well, all my life it's been like that, a conflict between adventure and female women. Love a pulling me one way and adventure's hauling me the other.
Whoa, isn't that just too doggone pathetic?
Come on, Reggie.
Okay.
We won't be gone any longer than necessary.
Well, see that you watch your step now.
Gee, I don't think I could do it. Steps are so narrow, they have to go single file.
Oh, Doc.
Yeah, Jack?
You folks stay right there. Don't wander off.
Now, don't you worry none about us. We ain't going no place.
You know, I wonder if we should stop for all this now. It's after 6 o'clock.
Well, what's time mean to us down here in the jungle?
But we're going to have to go back on that path overhung with that tangle of branches and vines to reach the plain. And if we wait until after dark...
Oh, it won't be getting dark down here before 9 o'clock.
What about getting something to eat?
There you go. Sonny, will you tell me why it is all beautiful women have such doggone voracious appetite?
I hadn't thought about it.
Well, you do, every one of it.
No, actually, I was thinking of Hermie.
Oh, well, we brought some food along. Hey, looky up yonder. Where do they think they're going?
Oh, they seem to have come to some kind of a ledge or something.
Hi, Jack! What's up there? Hello, below. There's a ledge up here. There seem to be rooms. Did you say rooms? That's right. A whole warren of rooms all along the ledge. Oh, anything in them? We were just investigating. Seem to be just bare stone rooms, like cells. We'll let you know if we find anything.
They all seem to be empty. I imagine we're up about 20, 30 feet, aren't we?
I should say just about 30. Shall we go up a little further?
Yeah, seems to be another ledge up on.
It's queer. What do you make of it, all those little empty rooms?
As near as I can make out, they must have been the cells used by the monks or priests.
Wonder what religion it could have been out here in the jungles.
I noticed some queer marks chiseled on the wall of one of the cells. Had an oriental look.
An oriental religion in Central America?
It does sound a little fantastic, doesn't it?
Sure, Jack, go easy, do you mind? Ooh, we're getting up in the air.
Don't look over the edge, Reggie.
Don't worry about me doing it again.
The second ledge is just ahead.
Oh, quite. Oh. Climbing steps get you in the knee joint here.
There. Well, will you look here? This ledge is even wider than the one below.
And will you look here? More cells. They must have kept an army of priests in this place.
Come on. Let's have a look at some of them.
Jack, I'm jolly well afraid I wasn't made for high places.
I wish they wouldn't get so far away. You can hardly see them in this dim light.
Looks like they're going up on another ledge. Doggone. They look a long way up there, don't they?
Doc, I've lost them. I can't see them anymore.
Oh, they must have found some more themselves.
But they said they keep in sight all the time.
Now then, Sonny, Jack and Reggie's been looking out for himself for quite a few years now.
Ooh. And the stiff neck from looking up so much.
Hey, you and me both, honey. Kink in the back of my neck.
Doc, the bell again.
Yeah. Doggone funny we can't place where it's coming from, ain't it?
Surely the boys must have heard it.
Hey, there they are. Reggie's waving and pointing to the other side of the temple.
Oh, I don't see anything over there.
He must mean that that's where the bell rung.
What's he mean by those signs?
Oh, just wigwagging. Everything's okay with it.
Oh, why doesn't he yell?
Not much use that far off in a place like this. Too much echo. You couldn't tell what he was saying.
Oh, they disappeared again. Oh, why don't they come on down?
Oh, it looks like they want to examine some more themselves. Man, oh, man, what a splash the feller'd make if he slipped off that ledge.
Oh, Doc, how can you even think such things? If you think
Sonny. Hey, Sonny.
What?
Sonny, look at that. There it is again.
Oh, Doc, what is it?
Floating through the air like I said.
Oh, it is as big as a man.
Do you see any wings? Do you?
Doc, look. It's landing on the ledge where Jack and Reggie are.
Sonny, you stay here.
Doc, come back. Where are you going?
I'm going up and warn Jack and Reggie.
Oh, no. No, I don't want to be alone here. Hermie, come in here. Hermie, can you hear me? Hermie, where are you? Hermie, darling, where are you? Answer me. Hermie, are you out here? Answer me.
Who is Hermie?
Oh, no.
You are afraid?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
I've always been here.
No, but there is no one here.
Oh, yes. I am here.
Who are you?
I am Manuel.
Have you seen Hermie?
Who is Hermie?
A little boy.
A little boy?
Yes, he's 7 years old. He was with me just a minute ago, and he just disappeared.
I may say so. This is very bad place for little boys.
What are you? Why are you standing there dressed in those black robes from head to foot?
Yes, very bad place for little boys. And not a good place for a beautiful girl.
I wish the boys were here.
Boys?
Don't you come any closer.
I have not moved since I spoke to you. You should never have entered the Temple of Vampires.
What?
Why did you?
Temple of Vampires?
You did not know?
Temple of Vampires?
Yes.
But there aren't any such things.
No.
No. You know there aren't. They're just fairy stories told to chill people's blood.
Blood?
Oh. Don't look at me like that.
You are mistaken. This temple belongs to the vampires, and it is not given to many people to leave this temple once they have entered.
But Hermie, I've got to find Hermie.
You are outside the temple now. You are wise. You will not ever again enter. Ever.
But Hermie...
I don't think you will ever see the boy Hermie again.
Oh.
I don't think you will ever want to see Hermie again.
Oh, no. No.
She sleeps. She falls to the floor to forget.
Sonny, where are you? Jack, Reggie, Sonny's gone.
Sonny, Doc, I told you not to leave her.
I know it, but I thought I had to warn you. Sonny, where are you? Sonny, can't you hear? Jack, Reggie. Hey, here she is. She's as white as a sheet. Is she hurt? Oh, what's the matter?
Here, lift her up.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she must have fainted. What is it, Sonny? What's the matter?
Has he gone?
Has who gone?
It's just us, son.
The man in the black robe.
You saw a man in a black robe?
He said we'd never see Hermie again.
Hey, where is Hermie?
The vampires.
further adventures of Jack, Doc, and Reggie will come to you at this same hour. I Love a Mystery, written and directed by Carlton E. Morse, comes to you Monday through Friday, featuring Russell Thorson as Jack, Jim Boles as Doc Long, and Tony Randall as Reggie Yorke, with Mercedes McCambridge as Sonny, Louis Van Ruten as Manuel, and Sarah Fussell as Hermie. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
The Mutual Broadcasting System presents I Love a Mystery. Carlton Morse adventure thriller, Temple of Vampires.
Feel all right now? Can you sit up?
Yes, of course. But don't bother about me. Find Hermie.
Oh, looky, he's probably just wandering around somewhere.
No, you don't understand. He said we'd never see Hermie again.
Never see Hermie again?
Who said that? What are you talking about?
The man in the black robe.
Hey, Sonny.
No, Doc, listen to me. I'm telling you the truth. I ran out here to find Hermie, and there was a man.
Out here on the steps of the temple?
Yes. He wanted to know who Hermie was. And when I said he was a little boy, he said that this was a bad place for little boys, and for me, too.
Well, did he say why?
Yes. He said that this was the Temple of Vampires.
Vampires? Sure. What'd I tell you, Jack? I knowed all along.
Doc, you stay here with Sonny. Reggie, you're coming with me.
Right-o. Now, just a minute, Jack.
Don't argue. Reggie and I are going back in there for Hermie. Doc, keep your gun handy.
Well, my shooting pistol's always handy. But Jack...
You stay here with Sonny, and this time don't leave her no matter what happens.
Are you really saying that you think that these here vampire critters...
Well, you know as much as I do. Come on, Reggie.
You got a cigarette, Doc?
Tailor-made or roll your own? Oh, come on. You can smile, can't you? Here.
Thanks. I need it.
Light?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Sonny, your hand's trembling like a leaf.
Yeah, feel my hands. They're like ice.
Oh, here now, sugar.
And that way all over.
Well, that ain't no way for a person to be down here in the tropics. Hey, maybe you're coming down with chills and fever.
Hey, shouldn't we all be looking for Hermie?
Now, you sit right where you are.
But, Doc,
Jack said for me and you to stay here. So relax.
Well, I don't like it.
Well, neither do I. Now, tell me what happened.
Well, you remember we both saw that big thing floating through the air in the temple.
Yeah?
Jack and Reggie were up on the ledge.
That's right. They were in examining one of them priest cells, and the thing landed on the same ledge that they was on.
Yeah. Well, you ran up the steps to warn them. And being left alone frightened me. I looked around for Hermie, and he was gone.
Just gone, huh?
Yeah, and then I was scared. I ran around calling for him, and finally I came out here on the steps, and there was a man here.
Indian?
No, he talked with a soft Spanish accent, and he was dressed from head to foot in a black robe.
Did he try to grab you or something?
No. He was gentle, and he was soft-spoken. The only thing was that I kept having the feeling that he was drawing closer to me. But the distance between us was always the same. He didn't move.
Hypnotizing you, sounds like.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I think it was his eyes. And he said we shouldn't have come here. That this was the Temple of Vampires.
Now, you listen to me, son. I may be a superstitious Texas boy, but even I know vampires is in the same category along with witches and werewolves. Well, I mean, stuff stories are made out of.
Yeah, they are, aren't they, Doc? There isn't any such thing.
Of course, I've heard of vampire bats, but they don't have the shape of a human body.
I don't know. All I know is he said that this was the Temple of Vampires and that this was a very bad place for little boys and for girls.
Yeah, and then what happened?
Oh, then everything began to go wrong. I felt myself falling. And the next thing I knew, I heard you boys bending over me and talking.
Well, you don't know what become of this Spanish hombre.
Uh-uh.
Well, there wasn't hiding her hair of him when we come out on the steps.
Yeah, but vampires, Doc. Vampires.
Well, Sonny, the tropic jungles sure enough do breed a lot of mighty queer things. Just like those vines and plants out there. Kind of slimy and bloated. A lot of them are poisonous, too. What else? Well, where else but in the tropics would you find stuff like that?
Doc, you don't suppose he meant vampire bats, do you?
Well, I don't know, Sonny. But it don't sound very reasonable, now does it? I mean, bats having a temple of their own.
Oh, gee, I'm so worried about Hermie.
Just hold your horses now. Jack and Reggie will take care of that department.
Yeah, but supposing they don't. The man said that we'd never see him again.
Now, look here, Sonny. Am I going to have trouble with you?
Oh, what do you mean?
Why, this here's the sort of thing that you'll have to expect to get into if you're going to bum around the world. You asked for it and you got it.
Yeah, but Doc...
Well, we're going to always have plenty of things to think about without you going female on us and making us things harder for us.
What? Female?
That's what I said. Tears and jitters and fainting fits. If you can't take it, you shouldn't have come along.
Yeah, I get it.
Well, what about doing something about it?
Well, I'll try, Doc. Really, I will.
Sure. You see, all the matter with you is that you're anticipating trouble. Why, there's nothing happening to anybody. Wait until you're hurt before you start yelling.
Yeah, but Hermie, Doc. Hermie.
It's just what I've been telling you. He's wandered off. Jack and Reggie will find him, and that's all there is to it.
Oh, Reggie, over here.
Did you find something?
Yeah. Look here.
Oh, so, more stone steps.
Yes, only this time leading down.
Down into the bowels of the earth to look at them. Jolly black down there, too.
I've got my flashlight.
We're going down?
Well, it's certain Hermie isn't up here in this main auditorium, or whatever you want to call it.
He is not. And they couldn't have gone up the stone steps along the wall because we were up there when he disappeared.
So, here's the next place to look.
But Jack, a little shaver like that would never have gone down into this darkness of his own free will.
I know that.
But if he wandered off...
How do we know he wandered off?
But I thought that's what we decided.
Come on, let's go down.
Anything you say. Lead on.
Keep right behind me.
Jack, you're taking what Sonny said seriously.
Such as what?
Well, I mean, say that chitter-chatter about this being the temple of vampires.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, look there on the walls.
Oh, look here now. What kind of juicy mind would do a thing like that?
Ancient religious symbols chiseled in the rock.
Whoever did that was having mental nightmares.
But they're graphic. Yeah, leave it to the old pagans. They knew how.
You mean there was a time when people would allow that kind of stuff?
In the good old days, people did what they were told. They sacrificed everything from rays of garlic to their virgin daughters.
No wonder their civilization disappeared.
Now, let's go.
Valley loathsome, if you ask me.
Well, that gives you a pretty good idea what this place stands for. Something pretty ugly.
Are you insinuating this pagan religion is still alive?
What does the name Temple of Vampires suggest, anyway?
Perhaps at one time, but this is a modern world, Jack.
Not down here, it isn't. This old temple's as isolated from the modern world as it was when it was built, hundreds of years ago.
Oh, I don't mind saying I feel a bit on the crawly side.
Hey, look ahead here.
Looks like a rat run.
The ground under this temple must be a regular rabbit warren. Look, 3, 4, 5 runways leading from the foot of these steps.
Jack, we could get lost down here and never get out.
No, I don't think it's that bad. Look at the arched stonework overhead.
Sure, each one a stone tunnel. But Jack, it's not stone under our feet.
Dust of 1,000 years accumulated over hard-packed clay.
Dust? Well, then, if there was anyone here, wouldn't there be footprints?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Well, I don't believe it, Jack. In spite of what Sonny said, I don't believe there's a living human creature in this place.
No.
What do you mean by that?
Take a look at this. Here in the dust.
Where? Jack! Jack, that's the print of a human foot.
A girl's foot.
A girl?
Yeah. Apparently they don't give their women shoes down here.
A barefoot girl. Jolly, huh?
Yeah, come on. We'll follow this tunnel.
Girls, vampires.
Oh, yes, they're female vampires. They're supposed to be very beautiful and seductive.
Oh, that's crazy talk, Jack.
Is it?
As you well know, as crazy as a June bug.
What about the body of that dead Indian we found out on the jungle path?
Oh, look here. Forgotten that.
I haven't. Not a wound on him, yet his body was drained of blood.
Are you saying this really is a temple of vampires and it's preying off the native Indians down here?
Isn't that what's indicating? Uh-oh. What's this?
Looks like a break in the wall.
There's a stone balustrade running alongside our path.
Throw your flash over. What's on the other side of the stone wall?
Let's see. Seems to be some kind of a pit.
Lower the light. Can you see the bottom? Jack! Jack!
Well. Quite a collection of bones.
Human bones. All of them. Human bones. The pit is littered with them.
Not such ancient bones.
Oh, Jack. Let's get out of this place.
Yeah. I don't think we'll find Hermie down here.
A bloody slaughterhouse. That's what it is.
We've been gone so long, Doc. If they were going to find Hermie, I should think they'd have done it by this time.
Now, looky, Sonny, am I going to have to give you another pep talk?
But how can you sit there like that? Haven't you got any nerves in your body?
Well, you should just ought to take a look at my nerves sometimes, Sugar. Well, there's been times when they get pulled so tight I can play tunes on them like a guitar.
Oh, stop trying to be funny.
Yep, honey, you'll be a female, all right. There's no getting away from that.
I don't care if I am. A person's got a right to be frightened and worried.
Hold it.
What?
Oh, here they come. And now ain't you sorry?
Jack and Reggie? But, Doc, they haven't got Hermie with them.
See, they ain't.
Jack, couldn't you find him? Where's Hermie?
Don't know.
You didn't find anything?
Not of Hermie.
But you did find something.
Nothing. Except what I bally well want to forget.
Why? What do you mean?
Forget it.
Did you search everywhere, Jack?
Well, that's impossible. It'll take days to go through all the passageways under this temple.
Oh, what are we standing here for?
Hello, everybody.
Hermie.
I wondered where all you folks went.
Oh, Hermie, darling.
Hermie, fella, where the blazes you been?
Hermie, what do you mean by frightening us all like this?
Hey, what are you crying about?
Where have you been?
In there.
We were just in there looking for you.
I guess you didn't see us on account of we was in a little room.
We?
Who was with you?
The most beautiful lady I about ever saw.
Lady?
Yeah, she was all dressed in black. She gave me some figs.
Hermie, you didn't eat them.
Sure I did. I liked her a lot, and she liked me.
Did she say so?
Yes, a lot of times. She said I had the nicest white neck she ever saw.
The nicest white neck? Oh, Jack, let's get out of here.
Just a minute. Then did she let you go?
Well, a man all dressed in black came in. He took me by the hand and said you folks were waiting for me.
The man in the black robes.
And was she mad?
The man took you away?
Uh-huh. He brought me right over to the door there and showed me where you were.
Oh, I'll be doggone. Sonny, maybe you wasn't seeing things after all.
Yes, and she had the reddest lips and the whitest teeth I ever saw.
Further adventures of Jack, Doc, and Reggie will come to you Monday at this same hour. I Love a Mystery, written and directed by Carlton E. Morse, comes to you Monday through Friday, featuring Russell Thorson as Jack, Jim Boles as Doc Long, and Tony Randall as Reggie Yorke, with Mercedes McCambridge as Sonny, Louis Van Ruten as Manuel, and Sarah Fussell as Hermie. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
The Mutual Broadcasting System presents I Love the Mystery. A new Carlton Morse adventure thriller, Temple of Vampires.
Now that we're all together again, let's get away from this place.
Before I go, I want Hermie to show me the room where he met this woman.
Sure, I'll show you.
Jack, you don't mean you're going to take Hermie back in there?
He'll be safe enough.
Well, how about the time, Jack? It's past 7 o'clock now. It won't be too long now before it starts getting dark.
It won't be dark for another hour and a half, 2 hours.
Take a look at the sky, Jack.
Yeah, clouding over.
One of those tropical jungle storms brewing.
And then we'd be better off here than back in the plane.
You mean spend the night in this temple?
That's right. Best place in the world to get chills and fever in the tropics is to get drenching wet.
I don't need to get drenching to get chills in this place.
Well, I'm taking Hermie back in the temple for a minute. Rest, you want to come?
No.
All right. Reggie, you stay out here with Sonny. Doc, you come with Hermie and me.
It suits me if you think it's that important.
Jack?
Well?
Look, this is dangerous. I know it. I have a feeling.
Feminine intuition.
I don't care what you call it.
Reggie will look after you.
No, I didn't mean that. I mean in there.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
Look, you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, girl.
Come on. We won't be but a little.
Here, Hermie, maybe you better take me by the hand.
What do I want to do that for?
On account of I'm going to like it better.
Sure.
Doggone, I ain't never got over how big this thing is.
Darker in here than it was.
It sure is, feller. That's a storm and night coming on.
All right, Hermie, where's the room?
Over that way.
You sure about that?
Hermie, you must be mistaken.
No, I'm not.
But you can see for yourself. There's no room here, just the stone wall of the temple.
Well, it was here.
I reckon you're not only mixed up, but just plain turned around.
I bet you I ain't.
Did you go up or down any stairs?
Nope. Just went into a room.
But looky now, Hermie. You can see as plain as anybody. There ain't no room there.
I don't see any.
Which means there ain't any.
There's that bell again.
Listen.
Hey, Jack, that's thunder.
Yeah, there's the first indication of Reggie's storm.
It didn't take no prophet to smell that one coming up.
Come on, that means rain.
Man, will you look at her come down?
Hey, Reggie, Sonny, get in here. What's the matter with you?
Right. We'll come in here right with you.
Hey, I never saw rain like that before.
Mother of cloudburst with trimming.
Good. It rains down here. It rains.
Didn't I tell you to keep out of the wet?
Well, the wall gave us pretty good protection. Sonny didn't want to go inside.
Well, I didn't expect anything like this.
It don't monkey around down here when it turns loose.
Will it last long?
Well, jungle rains don't usually, not this time of year.
Well, we're not going to try to get back to the plane tonight.
Jack? You mean we've got to spend the night here?
Yes?
Well, where are we going to sleep?
Well, we'll figure that out when the time comes.
Well, how about those monk cells up the stone stairway along the wall? There are stone benches in them.
You mean up on that ledge? Hey, look! Look!
Oh, Jack! Did you see that?
Hey, what's the matter?
One of those big things just floated across from one wall to the other, way up there in the air.
I didn't see any.
Well, I did. Up there in the gloom. Must have been 40 feet above the floor.
Did it have wings?
Not a wing to his name.
No, just a great shadow floating through the air, big as a man.
Maybe it was a man.
Oh, don't talk nonsense, Hermie. Things are bad enough the way they are.
Funny thing. You remember, Sonny, when Jack and Reggie was up on that second ledge up yonder, and you and me saw one of them things float over to the same ledge?
Yeah.
Well, when I got up there to warn them, there wasn't a sign of anything.
But we saw it.
Yeah, I know.
Well, maybe it's just an illusion. Lights and shadows play funny tricks in a great place like this.
Hey, you know something?
Yes, Hermie.
I'm getting awful hungry.
Well, you got something there, fella. What about it, Jack? We just going to stand here all night?
Where's that bundle of food?
I have it here.
Well, open her up, Reggie. We'll all feel better with something inside us.
Are we going to eat right here?
Yeah, light's better. Pick yourself a place and squat.
What light? How about flashlight?
We'll save that.
Well, here we are. Canned tomatoes, cheese, crackers, and bar chocolates.
Here, give me them cans, Reggie. I'll open them with my knife.
What's the use? We've got nothing to eat them out of.
Well, what's the matter with cans?
Ooh, ish. Cold tomatoes out of a can.
Well, you'll be surprised how good they'll taste. Here you are, Hermie.
Thanks. Hey, this is like a picnic, ain't it?
Cheese and crackers, Sonny?
Thank you, Reggie.
Dig in, Jack.
Yeah?
Can of tomatoes for you, Sonny.
No, I don't think I want any.
Eat them.
Oh, but Jack...
Juice will keep you from getting thirsty. Tomatoes are good for you in this kind of climate.
But I really don't want...
Are you going to give us trouble?
Sorry. Give them to me, Doc.
Okay, sugar.
Be careful you don't cut your jugular vein on that tin, Hermie.
Yeah, what's wrong? Hey, fella, that's good.
Of course it is.
Fella don't get a meal like this very often.
That's so?
Not where I come from.
And where did you come from, Hermie?
Oh, around.
You and your father just bummed it around the country?
Yeah, sure.
You mean you didn't have any home at all?
Not for a long time.
Where did you and your father come from before he brought you to San Diego and stowed your way into our plane?
Texas? The old man worked in the oil fields down there for a little while, but he liked going places best.
You must have another name besides Hermie.
Yeah?
Don't you remember any other name?
Hermie's all I ever heard.
That's queer.
There now, Sonny's cleaned up her whole can of tomatoes. It wasn't so bad, was it, huh?
I ate them. Now do I have to say I liked them?
Just plain don't like tomatoes, huh?
Here, just nibble on a little piece of chocolate. Take a taste out of your mouth.
Got some for me, too?
No, I'll just bet I have, Hermie.
Man, is she getting dark.
More rain clouds. Looks like we're in for a real storm.
Yeah, so dark in the temple now you can't see a hand in front of it.
Well, everyone finished?
All but the chocolate?
Now bring it along. Let's get settled for the night.
Oh, where are we going?
Up the stone steps along the wall to the first ledge.
Jack, I'd rather not.
And I'd rather not be in this situation at all.
Yeah, but I'm afraid of high places.
The first ledge of cells is only 20 or 30 feet up. Besides, in the dark, you won't have any sense of height.
Well, is it really necessary?
Yes. We can all get into one of the cells. One person can stand guard, the rest get some sleep.
It makes sense, Sonny.
All right.
Come on, then.
You better give us a little of that flashlight, Jack.
All right. Here, over this way.
We'll have to go up single file.
Yeah. Well, I'll lead with the flashlight. Sonny, you follow me.
All right.
Doc, you come next, and then Hermie. You bring up the rear, Reggie.
Oh, yes, that's me. Always the caboose.
Hermie, you reach back and take Reggie's hand.
Oh, I don't need any help.
Reach back and take Reggie's hand.
Yeah, sure.
That's the boy.
All right, let's go. Crowd against the wall side of the stairs, and you'll be safe enough.
Jack, I'm sorry, but I'm getting dreadfully ill.
Here, give me your hand. Yeah, keep coming.
I'm awfully silly about high places.
Now, don't worry. Jack's got you by the hand, and I got you by the belt of your jacket in behind. You couldn't fall if you wanted to.
Hey, we must be getting way up in the air.
We'll soon be there now.
All right, hold it. We're up on the ledge.
Did you pick out which cell we're going to use?
Yeah, the second one. It's the largest. Easy now. Keep against the wall. It's only about 3 feet to the edge, and then a sheer drop.
Oh, I knew I shouldn't have eaten those tomatoes.
Hang on, Sonny. It's almost over.
All right, Hermie?
Yeah. Say, I guess this is just about as dark as it ever gets any place.
I guess you're about right.
All right, now. Right in here.
Oh, I'm glad that's over.
Here, Sonny, lay down on this bench. Turn your flash over here, Jack.
Here, I'm weak in the knees.
Sure you are. Now, just lay there until you get your breath.
Say, our voices sound different in here.
Yeah, they do that. No echo.
Is this where we're going to spend the night?
This is it.
I like barns better. Then you got hay to sleep on.
Reggie.
Yes, Jack.
You stay here with Sonny and Hermie. Keep your gun handy.
What are you and me going to be doing in the meantime?
We're going to explore along the ledge. Be sure we got it all to ourselves.
Good idea.
Oh, just a minute. I want to see if Sonny feels as bad as she thinks she does.
Okay, I'll wait outside.
How about trying one of these stone beds, Hermie?
Well, I ain't never seen a place like this before.
You have not?
Hey, who said that?
I say it.
Well, I can't see you. Where are you?
Right here beside you. No, do not reach out your hand. Do not touch me.
You can see me?
See?
Well, you sure got better eyes than I got. Who are you, anyway?
You would not know if I tell you.
Look, are you the girl who was talking to Hermie a little while ago?
Hermie?
Yeah, the little kid.
See, I talked with a little boy.
You did, huh? Well, say, what's going on here, anyway?
I do not know what you mean. What go on?
Well, what's all this business about this being the temple of vampires?
Yes, that is true.
Are you a female vampire?
That is a wicked thing to say.
Oh, hey, now, don't go getting mad. According to Hermie, you're the prettiest thing he ever seen.
So?
Yeah. He said you had the reddest lips and the sharpest, whitest teeth. What's the matter?
He said that?
He did that.
Why you think I have red lips and sharp white teeth?
You got me. Why?
Why you don't go away?
Well, got caught in a rainstorm. Have to spend the night here now.
So?
Yeah.
The little boy, he stay here too?
Sure. Hey, what you interested in Hermie for?
Interest?
Yeah, he said you was crazy about it. Kept talking about his nice white skin.
White skin?
What you trying to do, give me the shivers? And there's something else I want to ask you about. What's all them human bones doing down in that pit, down there under this here temple?
You ask that?
Well, sure, I asked that. And what about that dead Indian out there on the trail with no blood in it? I think Jack would like to talk to you. Come here.
Look, don't let go of me.
Hey, look out. Oh, where'd you go?
Doc, who are you talking to?
Jack, that girl was here. I tried to grab her and she jumped off the ledge.
Jumped off?
Yeah, just disappeared in the air.
The further adventures of Jack, Doc, and Reggie will come to you at this same hour. I Love a Mystery, written and directed by Carlton E. Morse, comes to you Monday through Friday, featuring Russell Thorson as Jack, Jim Boles as Doc Long, and Tony Randall as Reggie Yorke, with Mercedes McCambridge as Sonny, Louis Van Ruten as Manuel, and Sarah Fussell as Hermie. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
The Mutual Broadcasting System presents I Love a Mystery. On you, Carlton Morse adventure thriller, Temple of Vampires.
This is your time to get some sleep, Doc.
On those stone benches? Not me.
The others seem to be making up.
Yeah, I know. How they do it's more than I can figure out. I'd rather sit out here and talk with you.
Well, keep your voice down. Let them get what rest they can.
Sure. Does it kind of make your stomach turn over?
What's that?
Knowing right out in front of us about 3 feet is nothing but space.
Just makes me want to keep away from it.
Uh-huh. And that female vampire, whatever she was, just jumping out into it and floating off.
You mean that's what you think she did?
I ain't a fooling, Jack. She did it.
Mm-hmm.
And all right, then, you tell me what become of her.
I don't know. But she didn't float off.
But I had a grip on her. I felt her go out, and she slipped through my fingers.
Maybe.
And more than that, I was standing between her and the steps, so... Well, she couldn't have gone down that way.
Now, you said that before.
Yeah. You and I searched every priest's cell on this blasted ledge.
That's right.
And did we find any sign of her?
No.
So there was no way for her to get off this ledge but to jump.
Doc, tell me everything you can remember about her.
Well, it was dark, of course, so I didn't see her.
Yeah, I know.
But she could see me.
Did she say so?
Yeah, she did. And even before that, I reached out my hand in the dark to feel where she was, and she stopped me. She said not to touch her.
Uh-huh. What did she want?
Well, she wanted to talk a little, the way I got it. And, Jack, she had the softest, silkiest little old voice.
Did she ask any questions?
Well, I don't think so. I asked most of the questions. Oh, wait a minute. There was one thing.
What?
Wanted to know if we'd be keeping Hermie here all night.
She made a point of asking about the boy?
Yeah, asked particularly.
Did she say why?
Seemed awful interested in his nice white skin. Maybe she likes him young.
Well, white people must be pretty exciting to them after centuries of nothing but Indians.
Huh? Meaning what?
Vampires.
Jack, you sure enough think I was talking to a little old she vampire?
Very red lips and sharp white teeth are characteristics.
Uh-huh, so I've been told.
Yeah, in storybooks. Was she barefooted, do you know?
Well, I wouldn't be knowing that. Why?
I told you about Reggie and me finding the footprints of a girl in the dust of the underground chambers.
Probably hers, all right. Unless there'd be a lot of them. You think maybe there might be?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, I asked her about them human bones down in that underground pit.
What did she say?
Nothing.
That's a great help.
Yeah.
What else did you ask her?
I don't remember much. Oh, yeah, about that dead Indian of no blood in him out on the path.
Yeah?
Uh-huh, and she said this is a temple of vampires.
Knew all about the Indian's body, huh?
Acted like it. Jack, you know, that'd explain those big man-sized things with no wings that we seen floating back and forth across the temple.
The dead Indian?
No, that vampire girl jumping off this ledge. Maybe they do it all the time.
Good trick. Make a lot of money in the circus if it's true.
Yeah, I'll tell her next time I see her. No kidding, though. It does tie up in a way.
Well, you better forget it.
Doesn't make sense, huh?
No.
Yeah.
Doc.
Huh?
What do you make of Hermie?
Darned if I know.
You like him?
Well, how can you help it? It looks to me like a little feller just ain't wanted by nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Old man was no account and got tired of having the kid around his neck, so he up and stowed him away on our airplane.
Doesn't seem to miss his father.
The way I got his father figured, he missed him all right, but it's a good miss.
Glad to be rid of him.
Yeah. You got something different figured out?
Yeah.
I thought so. You've been down on him from the start, and that's not like you, unless you got a reason. How you figured?
Did you notice his clothes?
Well, not much, I don't guess.
Interesting. Do you usually find an expensive and recently pressed and clean suit of clothes on the son of a tramp?
Well, I'll be rolled over and found wormy.
Hands clean, neck and ears clean. That's hard to do when you're on the bum, riding freight cars, thumbing rides.
Yeah, don't I know. Jack, maybe you got something there.
Another thing, it isn't natural for a 7-year-old not to know his last name.
You mean he's a kid from some nice home that's run away and he's not telling us the truth?
It adds up.
Well, that don't explain you riding him the way you've been.
I think it does. He's got coming anything he gets if he's run away from home, worrying and frightening his folks.
Oh, yeah, there's that all right.
And as far as I'm concerned, he's going to wish he'd never seen an airplane by the time I'm through with him.
He is a nice kid, though.
No kid's nice for my money who hasn't got more sense of responsibility than that.
Well, yeah, you might be wrong.
Maybe.
Hey, Jack.
Now what?
Somebody's coming down. That must be some kind of an election rally.
Yeah, they're carrying something. Circling around the altar.
Must be 20 or 30 of them.
Listen.
Bunch of the rumba boys getting together.
All dressed in black robes like the man Sonny saw.
Can you see what they're carrying?
Wait.
Jack, it's the body of a man.
It's an Indian.
Yeah, nothing but a loincloth. Suppose he's dead?
Yeah, he's dead, all right. Look, they're going down the steps to the underground passages.
More bones for the pit, huh?
Looks like it. Hold it. And there goes the torch parade.
What sort of goings-on is that, anyway?
Some sort of rites for the Temple of Vampires.
Jack, you mean to sit there and say all that gang was vampires?
How do I know? At least they seem to be priests of the temple.
Yeah, robes and torches and stuff. Hey, Jack.
Now what's the matter?
Did you just now get colder? You're getting colder in here? Am I having a chill?
Must be you.
Not to give anybody the creeps. Another dead Indian.
Doc?
Yeah?
There's someone on this ledge with us.
Hey, don't say that.
You are quite right.
Who said that?
I say it for you.
You have keen perception to know I had come. How did you get on this ledge? You didn't come up the stairs?
No, I did not come up the stairs. I asked who you are.
I am Manuel.
Manuel? You're the fellow who frightened Sonny this afternoon.
That is the girl, this Sonny?
Yeah.
She is inside the doorway? She sure is, fella. Asleep. Asleep. A beautiful woman asleep. Now, look, I don't like the way you said that.
No.
And if you got any ideas about getting into where Sonny is, you better think again.
I am in no hurry.
You're not in any hurry about what?
Doc, keep your voice down. You'll have everybody awake.
And that would be too bad. I like to think of a beautiful girl asleep.
Well, see if you can get off your mind long enough to tell us how you got on the ledge if you didn't come up the stairs.
Does it not suffice that I am here? Looky, fella, do you sure enough float back and forth between this here wall and that one over yonder?
My means of locomotion interest you, senor?
They sure do, and that's a fact.
See, I pass from one wall to the other.
No wings?
No wings.
Well, there you are, Jack.
Say, it doesn't make it so.
And is that pretty little old female girl vampire able to do the same thing?
Girl vampire?
The one who talked to her was over here on the ledge talking to me a while ago.
Angelina.
She an honest to goodness no fool, and she vampire?
Angelina is priestess of the Temple of Vampires.
And I suppose you would be a vampire, too.
I am priest in the temple. Nice work. I am happy. What was that parade of monks with torches and shakers who passed down below us a few minutes ago?
The blood sacrifice.
Yeah, we saw them carrying the body of an Indian. Is that where you get your sacrifices? Among the native Indians?
See, I think you get mighty old far tired of you using them for burnt offerings.
We are their religion.
Religion, huh?
Everyone expects to make sacrifices to his religion. You mean the native tribes around here believe in vampire worship? Human sacrifice?
You disapprove? Well, then, I reckon Indians are the only human beings you're interested in sacrifice.
See, except once in a great while when the white man strays within our boundaries.
Now, just a minute, son.
See?
If you got any notion about using us in your vampire ceremonies, you just get the thought right out of your head right now.
So?
You heard me.
Who's talking out there?
Oh, Jack, Herm's away.
Is that you, Doc?
Hermie, don't go barging around in the dark.
Why, Doc?
Now, you forget that you're up on a darn high ledge here.
What are you doing awake?
Huh? You there too, Jack? I guess I don't sleep very good on stone.
Now, here, sit down here. I'll put my arm around you.
All right.
Good evening, little one.
Huh? Who's that?
You do not remember me?
Hey, you are the man in a long black coat.
That is right.
You took me away from the pretty lady.
True. I did that. I wanted to ask you about that. Apparently, she didn't like it.
No, Angelina did not like that. She was fascinated by the little one's soft, white skin.
I see land.
Angelina. Well, hello. You back again?
See.
Plain if you folks don't hop on and off this ledge like a bunch of sparrows.
you remember me, little boy?
Are you the pretty lady?
See? I give you fix to eat.
They were good, too.
You are not afraid of me?
No, I ain't afraid of nobody.
Then you come to me now, huh?
Sure.
Let me stay where you are. Doc, hang on.
Yeah, I got him.
Oh, I'll stand out.
Okay, but I still got a hand on him.
You will not let him come.
You folks listen to me. Vampires or not, a couple of slugs of lead aren't going to feel very good in your gizzards. And that's just what you're going to get if you don't clear out.
Elena.
See?
Go.
But the small one hurt.
Go.
See, the boy goes with me.
Jack, she's got her.
No, I don't want to.
Jack, she jumped off the ledge with her.
You, Manuel. I am here. Tell her to bring that boy back here before I shoot you.
I will bring the boy back myself.
Stay where you are. Call her. Tell her to bring him back.
I will bring the boy back. It is the girl I want.
Jack, why didn't you shoot? That's what's in this kind of darkness.
But, honey, I could hear his voice floating out there.
Well, I told you to hang on to him.
Floating off out there in the arms of a female vampire.
The further transcribed adventures of Jack, Doc, and Reggie will come to you tomorrow at this same hour. I Love a Mystery, written and directed by Carlton E. Morris, comes to you Monday through Friday, featuring Russell Thorson as Jack, Jim Boles as Doc Long, and Tony Randall as Reggie Yorke. Mike McCarthy speaking. This program came from New York. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
The last episode for today is one of the missing ones, and now my guest cast will take over for you. I want you to understand that these were not done to sound like the people that you've been hearing for these first several episodes. We simply want to fill in the dialogue for you, so for the next several, you'll have to get used to a different Jack, Doc, Reggie, Sonny, et al.
Jack, hadn't we ought to wake up Reggie and Sonny?
Oh, what good will that do? Frighten Sonny right out of her wits.
We can't just stand here on this ledge and let them awful vampire critters have Hermie.
I know that as well as you do.
What are we going to do then?
Well, you heard what that priest Manuel said. He's bringing Hermie back.
And you believe a word that comes out of his mouth?
All I know is he said he'd bring the boy back. But it was the girl he wanted.
He wants Sonny. And that she-vampire wants Hermie. And she's got him.
Well, at least we know where they are.
Over on the ledge on the other side of the temple. But what good is that to us? We don't know how to get over there.
I know, Doc. Things like that just don't happen.
Well, they're sure enough happening to us. If we don't do something about it in a hurry, Hermie's going to be right where that Indian was. A dead body at the head of a parade of vampire priests.
Can you suggest anything?
Well, we can get down off this ledge and go across the other side of the temple and look for some way to get up to the ledge.
Well, that's out. We examined the other wall, and there's no stairway leading up to the ledge on the other side.
But we've got to get over there.
Well, you figure a way, and I'm with you.
You mean you're just going to stand here?
Until I can think of something better to do.
Well, you think. I want action.
Doc, how is it possible for a human being to pass through the air?
They ain't human beings. They're vampires.
Yes, they're flesh and blood. They were afraid of my revolver.
Maybe they know some way of making themselves lighter then?
Ah, that's silly.
Well, you put all I know about vampires in your eyes. But I do know they do jump off this ledge and float around.
Yeah, but I want to know how. And we can do it, too.
What'd you say? This place is driving me nuts, too, but...
Well, they can float from one ledge to the other. So can we.
Jack, bend over here and let me examine your head.
Now, the law of gravity applies to vampires as much as it does to us. If they can do it, we can.
Now, look, Jack, you're not aiming to jump off this ledge, are you?
Well, maybe.
Oh, no, you're not.
What do you mean?
Just to make sure. Gotcha. Down easy. Sorry, Princess. Looks like this high place is kind of going to your head. There you are. Get yourself some rest.
Ah, there you are.
Hey, who's that?
It is I, Manuel.
Hermie, you back?
Oh, hang on to me, Doc.
You're blamed right. I'll hang on to you.
The small one has nothing to fear at this moment.
You all right, Hermie?
Yeah, only don't let go of me.
I brought him back as I said I would.
So you did. Thanks a million, fella.
No, there is no thanks to it. It is the girl I want.
Well, friend, you're going to have one blazing heck of a time getting her.
So?
That's what I said.
Doc.
Yeah, Hermie?
I don't like this place.
You and me both, son. Where's that female vampire that grabbed off Hermie?
Angelina?
Yeah, Angelina.
She's across on the other ledge, sulking.
Doc, you know what she did to me?
What, fella?
When we got over there, she held my arms tight and kissed me.
Kissed by a she-vampire, huh?
I don't like to be kissed, Doc.
You sure she was kissing you?
Yeah, and she held me so tight, I couldn't hardly get my breath. I don't like her anymore.
Sounds interesting. Didn't get her telephone number, did you?
No.
That's too bad. You still here, neighbor?
I am still here.
Well, you tell that Angelina, babe, I'm a Texas boy myself.
Texas?
Yeah, and us Texas boys don't mind being kissed a bit.
I will tell her.
Hey, now where's your sense of humor?
Humor? Humor? What is that?
Forget it. Just the same. Thanks a lot for bringing back Hermie.
You are more kindly disposed toward me?
If you mean, do I appreciate it? You're darn too.
Then you will allow me to enter the priest's cell and look upon the sleeping girl?
Not for all the blondes in California.
You will not?
No, mister, and I'm standing right here with a gun in my hand. So don't try anything funny.
You had better.
That's where we don't agree.
Give me the girl, and the rest of you may go in peace.
I can't understand a word you say.
And if you do not do as I ask, you will all be sacrificed.
And I'll bet you even money on that.
That is your answer?
That's it, son. The answer is no.
The vampires will feast as they've never feasted before. The vampires shall feast as they've never feasted.
Now he's mad, too.
Well, let him be mad. He's got as much chance to get it. Sonny is a snowflake and a bonfire.
Doc.
Hey, you wait, Jack?
Doc, what hit me?
I did, son.
You did?
Yeah, Jack, I had to. You was talking about jumping off this ledge.
Doc, you crazy fool.
Come on, fella. Take it easy for a little.
I ought to get up and stamp the living daylights out of you.
But I was only saving you from yourself.
I had no intention of jumping out into space than the man in the moon.
But you said...
Look, I said when I found out how the vampires did it, I could do it too.
But I thought you really meant...
Yeah, because you haven't got sense enough to pound sand in a rat hole, I've got a... Oh, splitting headache.
Look, I'm sorry. I only did it for your own good.
Oh, nuts.
What's the matter, Jack?
Hermie?
Oh, yeah, the old he-vampire brought Hermie back.
Manuel?
Sure. He brought me back.
Well, where is he now?
He left all burned up because I wouldn't let him go in and look at Sonny.
You mean he tried to get in?
I stood in the door and said I'd fill him so full of lead they could use him for a paperweight.
Well, for once in your life, you did the right thing.
There's gratitude for
Hermie, maybe you can help us.
I will if I can.
Now, where did the girl take him?
Over on the other wall. There's a ledge over there, too.
Well, how did you get over there?
Through the air.
But what held you up? What kept you from falling?
The girl did.
But what held up the girl?
I don't know.
Did you go across fast or slow?
Oh, fast. We kind of swooped down and then up.
Swooped down and up?
You mean you didn't go right straight across?
No, down and up.
Make anything out of that, Jack?
No. can I make anything out of? Anything with a large-sized headache.
I'm sorry, fella. Honest, I am.
Well, you ought to be. Socking me. The more I think about it, the madder it gets me.
It seemed the right thing to do at the time.
Well, you got a socking coming in return, and don't think you're not going to get it. You hear?
You mean you'd hit a friend when he wasn't looking?
Gladly, if the friend happens to be you. But...
Look, fella, if you feel rotten.
No, if I feel rotten...
Okay, why don't you and Hermie go inside and try to get yourself some sleep?
Well, it's still my watch.
That's okay. I'm not the least bit sleepy.
Neither am I, Doc.
Well, you will be tomorrow. You go along with Jack. Go on, fella.
All right. Can I depend on you not to pull some harebrained stunt?
Now then, didn't I hold the fort while you were sleeping like a baby?
And call me if anything happens.
Of course I will.
All right. Now, come on, Hermie. Come on.
But I'd rather stay with Doc.
Well, you'll be safer inside. Besides, a boy your age needs some sleep.
Well, will you let me lay close to you?
What's that for?
I ain't afraid. It ain't that. It's just that I want to be close to somebody.
All right. Well, we'll share the same bunk.
Oh, that's swell.
It ain't that he's afraid. He just naturally wants to be close to somebody. Make myself kind of comfortable. Man, it is dark in this man's temple.
You are alone?
Don't do that.
No?
No, I wish you darn vampires quit sneaking up on us, fella.
We shall go away?
Are you Angelina?
I am Angelina, the high priestess.
High priestess, huh?
See?
Well, I don't give a tinker's hoot who you are. If you're back here with the idea of getting your hands on Hermie again, you'd better beat it.
So?
Why do you folks spend your lives roosting around on the ledges of this temple anyway? You act like a bunch of vultures.
You say vulture to me?
That's what I said, vulture. No fooling, Angelina. How do you do it?
Do what?
Swoop around in the air the way you and that Manuel been doing.
You do not know?
Would I be asking you if I did?
The little boy with the white skin.
Forget the little boy with the white skin.
See, he call you Doc Long.
What about it?
I call you Doc Long, too. See?
Well, if you just got to call me something, why, that's my name.
See, Doc Long.
You know, I'd like to have a look at you. You've got a kind of cute talking voice. Not that I'm over fond of that chit-chatting with female vampires. You understand that?
Doc Long?
Yeah.
What is Texas boy?
Texas boy?
See?
Why, I'm a Texas boy.
What is there about Texas boy?
Well, now, you're talking about something I know all about, sugar. Us Texas boys just plain death on women.
So?
Yes, sir. There ain't no two ways about it. Honey, us Texas fellas don't figure we're grown-up men till we beat King Solomon's record.
You know about love?
Know about it? Why, Angelina, we're the boys who fought it out.
That is good.
Good? It's... Here now. Wait a minute.
See?
Are you kind of crowding a little?
You show me about this love, no?
Well, now... you put it like that.
See, I put it like that.
Well, looky what I got. Honey, you ain't much bigger than a minute.
Is that bad?
She wants to know if that's bad. But how come a little thing like you can carry Hermie through the air in your arms? He's quite a hunk of shit.
You put your arms around me, no?
Now, just a minute. I thought I was showing you about love.
See?
Well, sister, you're way ahead of me already.
You don't like it?
You know there must be something about a vampire.
You talk and do nothing.
That's us Texas boys. Slow on the uptake. Man, once we get going, look out.
I do not think you want to make love.
You know, honey, I think you're right.
But why?
Well, to tell you the truth, vampires are a little bit out of my line.
Ah, maybe if you see me, you think different.
Maybe. Hey, Angelina.
See?
Take your arms from around my neck. Here now. Look out. Why, you guys, little... Right, feel off this way, please. Cat, Jack,
Doc, what's the matter?
Come in, quick. Hold up.
What? Doc, where are you?
I'm over here at the ledge. A finger's slipping.
Oh, and the deuce... hang on, Doc, hang on. I got you. Can you help yourself? All right. Up you come now. All right. Come on. We're getting it. All right. Once more.
Yeah, there. I was a goner that time.
What happened?
That little double-crossing witch of a vampire did it.
She came back?
Got her arms around my neck and started dragging me to the edge. When I yelled, she let go and beat it.
Why did you let her get that close to you?
Well, you know how I am about women, Jack.
Yeah, a little piece of lace will be the end of you yet, there, buddy.
A little piece of lace with a girl inside of it. Well, son, that's a beautiful death.
Well, there you had today on the second installment of Bud Carey's Old Radio Theater, I Love a Mystery and Temple of Vampires. And with that episode, we began the recreations of the missing episodes. My hat is very deeply off to Frank Knight, Del Bubel, Pat Franklin, and Nikki Emanuel, and in the weeks to come, Rosemary Lever, because they all just stepped in like real troopers and said, okay, we'll do it. And we had some rather adverse things go on. The scripts, even though I had a working script, I did not have all the parts. They came Thursday, and we recorded on Sunday. And we'll be doing the same tomorrow, as a matter of fact, as you're listening to this yesterday.
Vampires. 5 o'clock in the morning in the ancient Temple of Vampires, somewhere in the Central American jungles. The nightmarish experiences of one long night in the decayed cathedral are over. Now in the light of day, it's hard to believe the terrors of the darkness ever existed. That the girl Sonny actually talked to the high priest in the Temple of Vampires. That the boy Hermie was carried off the high ledge and through the air in the arms of a beautiful girl vampire and safely returned. That this same lovely female creature tried to throw Doc Long to his death from the high ledge, and that Jack and Reggie found, below the floor of the temple, a great pit littered with human skeletons. All this is hard to believe because the rainstorm passed with the night and the sun is streaming in so that even the old temple has taken on the air of benign sanctity. You can open your eyes now, Sonny. Just a few more steps down.
I'm keeping my eyes closed until I feel my feet on solid floor again.
Those stone steps are solid enough. Probably be here forever.
I tell you, I can't stand high places.
Well, we're hanging on to you, Jack, in front and me behind.
Reggie and I are down. We're down all right, ain't we, Reggie?
That's right, Army.
Here we are on the floor of the temple again.
Oh, golly. I feel like I've just been rescued from something horrible. Ooh, doesn't that floor under your feet feel good?
You really don't like high places, do you?
When I think we spent the night up there in that ledge, well, never again.
That was nothing. I floated through the air up there.
Honey, you did what?
Now, look, young fellow, we weren't going to talk about that.
But I did, Doc.
What's he talking about?
Well, you weren't supposed to know whatever happened. How about that, Jack?
But I want to know.
Hermes, spill the beans.
Okay. Last night, while you were asleep, that little female vampire, Angelina, swooped down on our ledge and grabbed Hermes, carried him over to the other ledge.
Oh, no.
Yes, sir, Sonny. She did. And then the man came and got me and brought me back.
You were carried through the air up there 30 or 40 feet above the floor?
Oh, it wasn't so bad.
Come on, let's get out of here. I don't ever want to see the inside of this place again.
I agree. Besides, it's time we got back to where we left off playing.
Good. We'll get some breakfast and start to work on that undercarriage, huh?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Well, you stay right here with us, honey.
Sure.
Oh, it's a wonderful morning.
Aye, the whole world's full of sunshine this AM, would seem like.
Oh,
And listen to the birds. I guess they don't like it very much.
Yep, busting their little hearts after the rainstorm.
Yeah, okay, let's pass over this way. You watch the steps for loose stones.
Oh, and here we go on the moss.
Thrown over the stone so thick it's like walking in a carpet.
We're going to have breakfast as soon as we get to the airplane, Sonny.
You'll have to ask Jack.
Are we, Jack?
That's right.
I like bacon and eggs. What do you like, Doc?
Well, fella, I tell you, I like hotcakes and sausage, but I bet you 10 to 1 that ain't what we'll be getting.
What are we going to have?
Cheese and crackers and another piece of chocolate.
For breakfast?
That's right. And here's the end of the terrace.
And goodbye and good riddance to the Temple of Vampires. I hope that's the last we'll see of that.
It'll still be in view till we get the plane in running order.
Well, I guess I can bear it from a distance.
Okay. Here's the path. Doc, you come up ahead with me. And you bring up the rear, Reggie.
Be quiet. Reggie Yorke and the old cow's tail.
Now, you take Hermie's hand, Sonny, and keep him away from the bushes along the edge.
All right, Hermie.
You're going to take my hand again?
Sure, we're together.
Sissy stuff.
Our young man's ideas do change as he gets older.
All right. Here we go.
Oh, it's sticky hot out here in the jungle, isn't it?
Who'd have thought it? Some difference from the inside of the temple.
It was nice and cool in there.
But can you imagine it being like this at 5 o'clock in the morning? My clothes are sticking to me already.
Yeah, lots of humidity after the rain.
Hey, Jack, look here.
What's that?
The body of that Indian's gone. The one we covered up with brush last night.
Yeah, I see that it is. Maybe he was the guest of honor at that parade of vampires we saw last night, huh?
Yes. I wonder.
Well, let's keep going. It isn't our funeral.
Here comes that tunnel through the jungle just ahead.
What became of the birds?
Well, maybe they feel the same way we do about this particular piece of jungle. Unhealthy place to be.
That's a pleasant thought.
Sonny, I'm hot.
Well, so am I, Hermie, and I know what I'm going to do the minute I get back to the plane.
Yeah, what's that, Sonny?
I've got a swimsuit in the luggage. I'm going to strip down and struggle into it.
Oh, no, you're not.
Hey, I'd like to know why I'm not.
There are too many poisonous vines and bugs and snakes. Now, you keep your arms and legs covered up, yeah?
Oh, Jack.
Now, you heard me. You should know better.
Sure, I suppose I do.
Hey, maybe we should go swimming in the lake.
That's an idea. Get yourself chewed up by an alligator.
We didn't see any alligators.
That doesn't mean there wouldn't be any.
We can't go swimming.
Ask Jack.
Can we, Jack?
No.
They don't want us to do anything, do they, Sonny?
Well, they're right, of course. Oh, look out!
Snake! Snake! Snake!
Hermie, come back here.
Get him, Doc.
Huh? You bet I will. Oh. There he is. Ask you, Knight. Ain't he an ornery-looking critter?
Ooh, look at them pretty colors on his back.
Where did he come from? I was behind.
Dropped right in at our feet here from those branches overhead.
Well, it's good for nothing but fly bait now. There. We won't be seeing him again.
Are you beginning to see what I mean?
It makes me crawl all over. Let's get through this tunnel of vines and hurry up about it.
Well, we're almost through now.
I think I'll get inside the cabin when we get back to the plane and just stay there.
Don't like Central America as much as you thought you were going to, huh?
Well, I did think we were going to be in at least semi-civilization.
Hey, don't tell us you're sorry you came.
No, darn it, I'm not sorry. It was just that I expected something different.
Nothing ever turns out like you expect. Around folks like Jack and Reggie and me, that's what makes life interesting. We start out to do one thing and end up doing something else again.
I'm beginning to find that out.
That's why we never make any definite plans when we start out.
But we were headed for Costa Rica when the plane came
Sure,
in.
I don't expect Central America could be any more interesting than this.
Interesting is good.
Sure. There wouldn't be any Temple of Vampires in Costa Rica, I don't expect.
You really enjoyed that?
Why, of course I did. Now I can tell my grandchildren I've been made love to by Angelina, High Priestess of the Temple of Vampires.
Oh, some distinction.
Well, maybe you don't like it now, but wait till you get back home. And don't forget the old he-vampire priest Manuel took a shine to you.
Stop it.
Well, he did.
I don't think it's a bit funny.
Come to think of it, Jack, he made a mighty unpleasant threat last time I talked to him. Did I tell you?
No, I don't think so.
Well, when I wouldn't let him get in the priest's cell where Sonny was sleeping...
What did you say?
That's right. He said if we give you to him, the rest of us wouldn't be bothered.
You crazy fool.
Oh, now, Jack.
Well, what did you have to spill that for?
Well, I thought Sonny'd like to know so she can tell her grandchildren.
But we're not out of this yet.
Oh, now, sure we are.
Oh, you talk too much.
Oh, that'll be my Texas tongue, no doubt.
Well, go on. What was the threat?
Well, when I wouldn't let him get in at Sonny, he said, all right, keep the girl for now.
Mm-hmm.
I warn you, the vampires will have such a feast as they've never known.
That's great.
You like it?
Oh, I'm enchanted.
Okay, then. Let's make that our thought for the day. The vampires will have such a feast as they've never known.
I think your sense of humor is completely ghastly, Doc Long.
Hey, look! There's the airplane!
As big as life and twice as beautiful.
Oh, I never saw anything that looked so good. It seems years since we left there last night.
Oh, can I have a drink of water?
I think we could all do with some.
How about that, Jack? What about our water supply?
Well, we've got a couple of canteens. We'll have to boil some more right away.
There's the wild orchids, Sonny. The ones that helped us find this path.
That's right, Hermie, but they don't look half as appealing this morning.
Joe, feel that sun coming down. It's hotter out here in the open than it was in the jungle.
Hot enough to blister the palms of our hands if it keeps up.
It's going to be a great place to jack up the plane and work on the undercarriage.
Well, nothing else for it. As soon as we have some food, we can get to work, you know.
You got the key to the door, Reggie?
I think so.
Give it to me. I'll climb up and open her up.
Yes, here you are.
Uh-huh. Climb up. Oh, there. There she is.
All right. You climb in and hand down one of those canteens and break out some food.
Okay, Jack. Oh, man, there's a big oven in here. Ooh-wee.
Everything just as we left it?
Yep, everything's shipshape. There you are with the water.
Okay, drop it down. There, thanks.
Doc, give me a hand up.
Hey, Sonny Sugar, you don't want up in here. Hot box.
Yes, I do.
Okay, fellas, give me your hand. Up you come.
Oh, thanks. I'm smothered. I've got to get out of these things.
Forget that bathing suit, Sonny.
All right, but you don't mind if I get into a pair of slacks, do you?
Suit yourself.
Oh, golly, it's a bake oven in here.
Hey, watch what you're doing. Don't start stripping off up front here. Go back in the luggage compartment.
Don't holler before you're hurt, my fine Texas friend.
Before I'm hurt, she says. Hey, Jack.
Yeah?
There's some cans of orange juice. How about a couple of them with our cheese and crackers?
Okay, toss them out.
Yeah. Oh, what are you doing up here, Reggie?
I'm going to break out the tools.
Not wasting any time, huh?
Well, the longer we put it off, the longer we're going to be here.
Something to what you say, no doubt. All right, Jack, here's breakfast.
Okay, hand it down.
Reggie, don't come back in here.
Oh, keep your shirt on. I had no intention of it.
I thought I heard you coming.
That a girl, Sonny. The girl's got to protect your privacy.
Yes, well, you know what you can do.
I'm coming down, Jack. There.
Oh, boy. I never tasted any water that tasted as good as that.
Well, then, how about sharing some with me, Hermie?
Sure.
Thanks. Much too good to run under bridges.
Give me a hand with these tools, Jack.
All right, shoot them down. All right, come on down.
Yes, I think that's everything.
Can I help fix the airplane?
Sure. You can be the grease monkey.
Grease monkey?
And why not?
Well, I feel a little better.
Well, son of a gun, Hoss, will you look what's come to live with us? Hollywood in pants.
Don't try to be funny. These are cute.
Did I say they wasn't? Of course they're cute. Just like the stuff in it.
Very nice, Sonny.
Why, thank you, Reggie.
And I might add, you've just the figure for it.
You sure it won't strain your sense of propriety to add that, Reggie?
Oh, I say, not in the least.
You're wonderful, Reggie. Help me down. Honest to goodness, I'm sweating like a horse.
Come on, jump.
Oh, well, you asked for it. Look out. Gotcha. First breeze I've felt today. Thanks.
The pleasure was all mine.
Where's some of the water?
Here it is, Sonny.
Thanks, Hermie. Oh, is that good?
Doc, come on over here.
Something on your mind?
We're being watched.
We are? From where?
Over there on the edge of the jungle. I just caught a glint of something in the movement of vines.
Indians, do you think?
I don't know. Don't say anything to the others for now.
Yeah.
All right, we're safe enough out here in the open, I think. We're going to have to keep guard.
What about tonight?
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Well, I don't think our troubles are over yet.
Look, did you see that?
Yes, sir. You know something, Jack? I always did want to be an Indian fighter ever since I could remember. Hey, Jack, what you done with Sonny?
Well, she's up on the plane trying to make Hermie comfortable for the night.
Little chap's pretty well tuckered out. Ain't we all after spending last night trying to sleep on a stone bench?
Quite, with vampires roosting about. Well, we accomplished a good day's work, even with eyes watching us from the jungle every minute.
Funny thing, them watching us all day, not making a move.
Well, it might be different tonight.
I wouldn't be surprised. Seems like vampires in the dark are made for one another.
We should be safe enough on the plane with one of us on guard.
As long as we're armed and keep our wits about it.
You know something, Reggie? I ain't shot me a wild Indian a heck of a while.
I doubt very much if these are Indians.
Priests of the temple, maybe.
Most likely.
But who are these priests of the temple? It sounds like they was on the Spanish side to listen to them.
Bound to be with all that CD and senorita and senor business.
Well, there's no telling. They talk as though they've been here for centuries.
Well, bound to have been. All that business about vampire worship being the native Indians' religion. You don't establish a religion overnight.
At least not one that'll permit human sacrifice.
Are you two trying to sell me on the idea that these same folks have been here for centuries? Manuel and that little she-vampire Angelina?
Well, according to all the best authorities, the vampire is ageless, you know?
Well, Angelina didn't sound to me like no 300-400-year-old female.
Well, matter of fact, she's not.
Yeah, how would you know about that?
I don't know it, but I know it isn't reasonable. There isn't and never was such a thing as a true vampire outside of some author's imagination.
Well, what about all this stuff we've been running into?
Well, undoubtedly, there's been some kind of a synthetic vampire worship set up down here. All the mystery and trappings that go with it, even human sacrifice. But Manuel and Angelina are human beings.
And what about Angelina's red lips and sharp white teeth?
Well, most Latin girls do have red lips, and naturally her teeth would flash white against her dark skin.
Uh-huh. And how do they float from ledge to ledge up yonder in the temple?
I don't know.
Well, Angelina's sure enough mighty anxious to get her hands on Hermie.
And Manuel is just as interested in Sonny.
It wouldn't take a vampire to find Sonny attractive.
Now, that there was the most astute observation of the day, fella. There's plenty of he-men could go for Sonny, and I don't have to spit over my chin to hear what I'm...
More truth than poetry in that observation.
One thing, though. Don't you think we ought to warn Sonny and Hermie about us being watched from the jungle?
No.
But they might wander off a little piece without thinking anything about it.
Well, I've warned them to stay close to the plane.
I agree with Jack, Doc. No use worrying Sonny any more than's necessary.
Uh-huh. I'm telling you, it feels good to lay in the back, even on the ground.
It's still pretty much on the muggy side, though, and the sun's been gone a couple of hours.
Breeze will maybe come up off the lake pretty soon.
Well, that's just plain optimism.
Maybe. Oh. Will you be looking at the stars up in that sky? How many million do you suppose there is?
Who cares?
Quite.
Where's your romance, son?
It takes more than a star to flutter Jack's heart. Don't you know that by this time, Doc?
Takes more than a woman, even. You're just plain soured on the female sex the way I figure you, Jack.
Oh, I can take 'em or leave 'em.
I know that. A woman must have sure done you dirt somewhere in your life.
That's going to be enough of that.
Talking out of turn?
No. forget, I still owe you a bust on the jaw for what you did to me last night.
What's that got to do with it, son?
Well, this would be as good as time as any.
Now, is that nice?
And change the subject.
Okay. Are we going to draw straws to see how to divide up the watch tonight?
Well, if you like.
Oh, Jack,
Yeah.
somebody give me a hand down.
I'm your man, Sonny. There, all right. Throw it down.
You won't miss me in the dark.
It'll never be dark enough for that.
All right.
I got you.
Thanks.
Want to sit a while?
Yes.
Well, I thought we'd turn in with Hermie.
It's positively suffocating in that plane. I don't know how the poor little kid's going to get any sleep.
Well, we're all in the same fix.
We couldn't bring some blankets down and sleep out here under the plane.
No, not a chance.
It really is that dangerous?
Yes.
How long do you think we will have to be here?
Week, probably. How about it, Reggie?
Well, maybe not as long as that. Now that we've got the plane jacked up and I've had a chance to look at the undercarriage.
It isn't as bad as you thought?
Now, good luck was riding with us.
And how about the gasoline?
No, it's water, all right. I tested some of it this afternoon.
That's going to be a nice job. Filtering 200 gallons of gas through a shanty.
Well, it's got to be done.
Tomorrow, I've got to hunt out a big flat rock I can use for an anvil. We've got a couple of twisted rods, and I'm going to have to beat them back into shape again.
Well, down along the lakeshore, we should find something.
No, quite. I'll find something. The cigarette, Sonny?
I was wondering if I was going to be left out. You three enjoying your pipe?
And help yourself and ask for what you want.
Thanks.
Light?
That's better.
Notice how many bats there are flying around?
They're not liable to get in my hair, are they?
No.
You know something, Jack?
What's that?
If it wasn't for Sonny and Hermie, I wouldn't mind sticking around here for a little.
What are you trying to do? Make me feel in the way?
Now then, sugar, don't be so touchy.
Yeah?
I just meant that you and Hermie are up against something down here you can't lick. Jack and Reggie and I give as good as we get.
So what?
Well, if it wasn't for you two, I'd like to go back to Temple and really find out what's going on.
Oh, not for me.
If we pull out now, we never will know more we know now.
I know enough.
Just doesn't seem like us to pull out of anything before we got our curiosity satisfied.
Well, then, for goodness sakes, go back. Don't let me stop you.
Hey, honey, you don't need to take it that way.
Well, if I'm cramping your style...
Forget it, Sonny.
Well, gosh, anyway, I tried to be a good guy.
And you have, too. I didn't mean that. It's just that girls were made for stuff like this.
I wish I hadn't come.
Hey, you folks down there.
Hermie, I thought you were asleep.
It's too hot. Can I come down there?
No, Hermie, you've got to get some sleep. I'm coming up in the plane, too.
You'll smother.
Well, then we'll just smother. I'm coming right up right now.
But, Sonny, you only just came down.
What difference does it make?
Well, okay, I'll help you.
Don't bother.
All right. That's how you like it.
Oh, there. Get out of the door, Hermie. I'm coming up.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, darn.
Hey, you tore something.
Get out of the way, Hermie.
Give you a hand?
No, you can't give me a hand.
I'll help you.
Thanks.
Oh, sweating awful.
Well, we'll be sweating together. Come on.
The female of the species. Gets mad at us and then goes and rips her slacks pants.
And they were such beautiful slacks, too.
I don't like slacks on women myself. Well, not much, anyway.
Doc, that wasn't a very tactful thing to say.
About what?
About wishing she wasn't alone.
I didn't say that.
Well, she took it that way.
I've yet to see a woman who didn't take things different than you said it. Bored, Jack?
Well, sleepy. How about drawing lots to stand watch?
Sure. Pick some different length sticks.
All right. Short stick watches from now until midnight. Next from midnight up until 3, and the long one from 3 to 6. How's that?
And that's when everyone gets off.
Okay, Doc. Take one. Reggie?
Righto.
Well, measure up.
Well, doggone, I didn't draw the last watch.
And I have the short one, from now until midnight.
All right, that puts me in the middle.
You're welcome to it. Me, I'd rather sleep all in one piece.
Well, what about it, Jack? What do I do?
Well, just watch now. Either sit up in the doorway of the plane or patrol down here in the ground. Huh?
Then I'll stay down here.
All right, now keep your gun handy and don't move out into the open. Huh?
You may depend on that.
Going up now, Jack?
Yes.
Okay. Guess I will, too. You in?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey. Hooray, talk about your turkey's bad.
All right, pipe down.
Yeah. Which side of the floor do you want?
I'm putting my blanket right here.
Okay, good thing we could take these seats out and give us some room.
Yeah.
That'll be all. You can count to 5.
Yeah. Bloomin' pipe's gone out. Nasty bats. Good for mosquitoes, though. Better.
Reggie?
Hello. Is that you, Sonny?
It's just too darn hot inside.
Doc and Jack asleep?
I don't know. They act like it.
I don't know whether you should be sitting in that doorway or not.
Please, my slacks are sticking to me like wet bathing suit.
Not much cooler out here.
Well, at least I can breathe.
Hurt yourself when you slipped getting into the plane?
No, just tore the leg of my slacks.
Situation like this, good idea for everyone to keep his temper.
I know it, but darn Doc Long anyway.
Quiet. I see your point.
Don't you suppose I know I'm in the way and I hate it?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Crabbing about eating tomatoes out of a tin, making a fuss about going up those steps in the temple, and just being plain female, like Doc said. Darn it all.
I don't think sex has much to do with it.
You don't?
As I see it, you're not toughened up to it. Now, put a white-collar man from behind a desk down here, and his reactions would be just about the same as yours.
Reggie, you're wonderful.
I am?
I was beginning to get an awful complex about being a girl.
Were you really?
If I had a gun, maybe I could give as good as I have got, too.
Never shot one?
Nope.
Then I wouldn't advise it.
But all you have to do is pull the trigger.
Was that all?
Are you standing right below me?
Yes. Why?
It must be getting darker. I can't see you.
I moved into the shadow of the plane.
Oh. Could you teach me how to shoot?
In time. But we'll be out of here before you really got the hang of it.
Well, that's the first thing I'm going to do when I get back home. Go to a shooting range and take lessons. What's the matter? Don't you think I could learn? Reggie? Reggie? Where are you? Oh, is that you? Why didn't you... What are you doing? Let go of me. Help, Jack. Help, Jack. Doc. Help. Something got me. Something got me. Something got me.
Thank you for listening to and showing your support for my podcast. If you would like to receive notifications of when new episodes are posted, please subscribe to my channel. Subscriptions are 100% free, and they really help me get an idea of how I'm doing. Well, hope you enjoyed, and until next time, stay safe, wish you well, and as always, peace.